All right, we're live. And because of this new setup, they can't hear us right now. Huh. So I'm curious now. Tell me if the music gets louder for you in a second. If it will stop going away. Music getting louder?
I don't hear the music.
Oh, you hear the music. Because I'm not piping the music to you. Now you should be able to hear. Okay, did the music just get quieter?
No.
Or did it stay? Is it staying the same?
Same.
Okay, cool. So you are tied into what I hear, and not the audience. That's good to know. Okay, and the music just got quieter for you. Cool. Yep. It's tied in with me. That is good to know.
Man, my TikTok the last day has just been like, oh, I got my refund money from Fortnite. Oh, I got my refund. This is how you can do it too. Blah blah. And it's just like, because I guess the FTC, I don't know, they got
They did something.
in trouble with the
yeah.
And people are able to get refunds for purchases they made or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's everywhere. Someone's like, I got $9,000, and they're showing like they're showing the PayPal transaction that shows they got 9,000 back, and it's like, well, Jesus, you spent that much?
I mean, you spent that much.
Yeah. It's like it's gonna be a lot they have to refund, but like it's a drop in the bucket compared to what
what they make, yeah.
To what they make. Because of how huge they are now. Like, sending you that Fortnite thing with that video where Cliffy B was talking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, this is old.
Yeah, it is.
I sent it to another friend, and he was like, "Oh man, it's old. That's old." I'm like, "Yeah, look, it's G4. That's how old it is."
G4.
He's like, "Oh man, I miss them." I'm like, "They tried to bring them back like a year or two ago, and it didn't work out."
And nobody
so I'm sorry,
watched
guy.
it.
Yeah, it's like they tried to do an internet thing, and it did not work out.
No, they were good, but they could not they did not survive in today's market. Like with content creation these days, no. That what they did was good for that time. Not these days.
I'll occasionally see like an old like X-Play review of some game that'll pop up on my TikTok, and I'll be like, "Oh damn, that takes me back."
I don't know. My TikTok has basically been full of Luigi Mangioloni or whatever his name is. Been full of that.
I've had a lot of those.
And the drones in New Jersey. That's mainly my TikTok.
I haven't seen anything on that. I saw that was a thing that happened elsewhere out of TikTok, but I haven't seen anything on my TikTok about that. But my phone probably just heard me, you know.
Yep.
And now,
yeah, because I actually hadn't even heard of it until my coworker said something, and then when I was taking a little break and looked at TikTok, there it was. Although it was probably inevitable, it would have shot up anyway. But
it's like I get where the government's their reasoning for banning TikTok, but like there are companies in the US who are doing a lot worse, I'm sure.
There are politicians in the US.
As far as like, yeah.
Oh, we're going to ban TikTok because it has ties to China, but we're going to ignore the upcoming president and proposed cabinet members who have ties to Russia. We're going to ignore that.
Or the cabinet member who owns Twitter.
That
like,
too.
That's the fact that that's a thing that can happen.
And who apparently is an illegal alien, or was an illegal alien.
Oh yeah, he's from South Africa, right?
Right. But was here on a student visa, but wasn't going to school.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Guess what? That's illegal. And I'm sure he's legal now.
Oh yeah.
But it's just funny.
Hey, but I mean, Time Person of the Year.
Bullshit.
With as much as my TikTok has been this year, Sabrina Carpenter should have been the Time Person of the Year. With as much shit about her that I saw, like... And I haven't even I have not listened to any of her music like outside of like, seeing a TikTok
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it. It's just I'm just not a music person anymore. Like
No, I'm with you.
And I like Sabrina Carpenter. Like I liked her on Girl Meets World. I thought she was great and did a good job, and I think she would be the perfect Felicia Hardy. Black Cat for Tom Holland.
Sure.
I think she just has that look, you know. But she's obviously not afraid to, you know, exploit her sexuality.
I honestly don't. I have not seen anything about her, so
Really,
I know who she is.
Her stuff.
And I've probably heard some of her music on TikTok and didn't know it.
Well, I kept getting videos of like each new place she went to or for concert. She would like there's a song about like a position or whatever. I'm guessing sex position or something. I don't know. And she would do a different pose and be like, "Have you ever tried this one?" And you know, like it would go up and up in sexuality and you know, and people would freak out. And I just kept getting those TikToks, and I'm like, just like, you know, like, oh, her position in this city, oh, her position in, and it's like, what? How did I get on this? Like, I've never listened to her music. Like, I said, the way I know her is because she was on Girl Meets World. She was the Sean Hunter of the show.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe.
Oh, you see the First We Feast, like the Hot Ones people sold for $82 million.
Did
I
not
saw
see
that today.
Wow.
It's like 82 and a half. Yeah. It's like, wow.
To who?
A group of investors. That's all the article I saw said.
Because that ends well.
Yeah.
So bye-bye to Hot Ones.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Apparently it's on Hulu. Like,
Sure.
yeah, it's like, that's a lot of money, but if you think about it, like, is that that sounds like a good deal for the ones who bought it, like, with how big Hot Ones actually is, like.
Yeah. But we've seen from past experiences that when investors get involved in the internet, we all lose.
Oh yeah, when bigger companies buy smaller, yeah, and yeah.
Well, I'm ready to start.
Yep, I'm good whenever.
All right. Pressing the button in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Geeks for the Win podcast, the podcast where we talk about our week as geeks. I'm your host, William, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And we're back.
Yeah,
After-
this would be our month as geeks, not necessarily a week.
Yeah, our month as geeks. Yeah, that's true. But it's the holidays, and
Yeah, and
also life doesn't care.
shitty things also happen. Yeah,
Life doesn't care at all. Like
no,
your situation.
yeah. My grandpa died the day before Thanksgiving, and I was close to him, so I'm not gonna talk about it much or at all because I don't want to cry on the podcast.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah. But I guess what have you been up to that's on a positive side?
What haven't I been up to? Let's go ahead and start with something I know we both have played, as I am not prepared for anything. So, button, which button? That button. Marvel Rivals is
I
a
have
game
not
that has.
played this yet.
Oh, you have not? I thought you have.
No.
So I was
haven't
like,
yet.
I think we're going to overlap on this one. Nope, guess not.
Well, I did the tutorial. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually play it.
I've played
Yeah.
a handful of games, not many. I mean, like I haven't, got to like thinking level 10 to unlock competitive mode, and I don't plan on playing competitively at all because no. But hey, it's not beat around the bush. It's Overwatch with Marvel heroes,
That's what it seems like, yeah.
and I like it. I feel like I'm actually doing something in this instead of like an Overwatch where I don't feel like I'm contributing at all. Like I'm actually, doing okay at this time. The game's been out a week. I feel okay. Give it a month. Let people actually get used to the game, and I'll be shit, and I'll stop playing.
Yeah. Seems to be how it goes.
Yeah. What I've been seeing a lot on TikTok though is a lot of people complaining, why are everybody playing DPS? We need tanks and healers. Which, if I remember right, back in 2017, I think that's when Overwatch came out or something around there. Same complaints. Everybody's playing damage dealers. Nobody's playing tanks or healers. We need those. Oh, I'm not switching because I'm the best on our team at DPS, so I'm not switching. That's a lot of my TikTok. And it's like, because there's no role queue. You're not forced, into certain roles.
Oh, okay.
Like you can have an entire team of just tanks or just DPS as what normally happens, or all healers. You can do that. At this right now, they may do role queues in the future, but as of right now, they don't. And I
Not
don't
even
know about
competitive?
competitive. I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I haven't unlocked it, so I haven't seen it.
I mean, it kind of comes down to the devs, if that's an issue, because like they should make the tank characters they should make them fun to play as well.
And from what I understand, there are a couple tanks that the ones that I see all the time. I see Venom a lot, and Venom is a bitch to kill. I see the Hulk a lot. I see Captain America a lot. I don't see a whole lot of
Captain America a tank?
Captain America's a tank
Oh, interesting.
because he's got a shield, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
he actually blocks some ults too. Like Iron Man's ult, like it will be blocked, which I think is hilarious and spot on. Like, yes, it should be able to to block it.
I mean, that's how it is, and
Exactly.
Canonically. So,
but the hero that I do see a lot of people play is Jeff the Shark. Jeff the land shark. Because the ult or Jeff is he kind of dives in the ground and in a big area of effect can suck up everybody, teammates and enemies, and then you can hold on to them. Teammates you'll heal because he's a healer, and enemies you damage, and then you spit them out after a while. Well, what I've seen a lot on TikTok is people gathering up everybody, going over an edge, and spitting them out over the edge, and doing full team wipes that way. But I'm liking it right now. There's a lot of characters, like 33.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Like, there are a lot of characters from the start.
It's an insane roster.
Is that more than Overwatch? Like,
yes.
Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch in a long time, but that's a lot.
I'm pretty sure
when I did play last.
How many characters are in Overwatch?
And it's not like they're not going to bring more characters, because they probably will. Yeah.
Right. Oh, 42. There's 42 in Overwatch. But still, they did not start out like...
That's Overwatch 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Overwatch 2. How many were in Overwatch?
Really impressive.
Oh, I did. We won't give you that.
So that's like 2 games worth of characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's impressive for Marvel. Yeah, Rivals. I did a dumb.
Okay.
And I didn't know. Well, I didn't know, and I also I had noticed it when it came out, like, the night it came, because it launched like, I want to say like 6 my time.
Yeah, it was about 7 my time.
Because I think it was like, I read it was according to like Italy or whatever, like Italian time or something, but whatever, for whatever reason, I don't know. But and I first saw it pop up on Epic Games, and I downloaded it on Epic Games because I'm like, okay, I'll download it on Epic Games, and I'll also have the credit for, because there'll probably be Fortnite, stuff you get somewhere down the line. Because I thought I saw something about that too, like, and apparently there's no cross progression even on PC.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there wasn't.
So if you download it on Epic Games and then you want to play it on Steam, it's 2 different accounts right now.
So you basically you've lost out in your name.
Yeah.
Because I don't imagine you spent money.
No, I'm not going to spend money to rename to. Yeah, no.
Or on cosmetics.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing you can spend money on. And it should stay that way.
It's a lot of money, though. Like,
well, I think it's like $5 for the battle pass, though.
Well, yeah, but that's like a season 0 one, right?
But it doesn't end.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Halo. Like, you can work on it at any time.
I don't know if season 1 battle pass will change, but as far as like, maybe season 1 will be more expensive, and hopefully it'll give you enough materials to buy, like, to go forward, and buy the next one, like a lot of the other battle royales do.
I did see you do get some for free.
You do get some for free, but not you get like $3 worth, I think. I counted up.
That's almost half a battle pass.
Yeah, I expect that, but like I said, I expect the season 1 battle pass to be longer and cost more.
Sure.
This is just like since this is season 0, it's just like an intro thing.
Yeah, we're gonna launch it at a low price, so that way everybody talks about how good it is, and then we're gonna raise the price.
And they get the skins, or they get the stuff in the battle pass, and they get like, oh, I'm already invested,
Right.
But but the actual stuff in the store I was seeing was like, it's like, okay, this is comparable to like Fortnite and all those others, like $20 for skins, but like it says like $20 after being limitedly discounted. So like, at least for when I saw day one, like things were like like I don't know how they were on sale when it was day one, but they were saying things were on sale, So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how things balance out since it is new, and how the community accepts things. And
here's a
that's it.
Here's a Gamerant article. Marvel rival players are upset with MCU skin prices.
Oh. I'm upset that there's no Captain America in the MCU collab. I watched the trailer and there's no Captain America.
Really?
Yeah. They showed off like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, here's Mantis even, and here's all, here's the, Black Widow, and here's all, all the normals, and then just no Captain America. I'm like, well, damn. He's my favorite. I don't know if he'll be my favorite playing, as far as play wise goes, but he's my favorite Marvel hero.
Have you at least played with all the heroes yet? Like in the training?
Can you? Because
yeah.
I didn't know that, because I thought I selected Captain America, and it was like, nope, Punisher. And I'm like, what?
The tutorial will force you to Punisher. But
gotcha. There's separate training. Okay.
Well, after you do the first tutorial, there's other tutorials. And you can pick any character from that, and it'll teach you that character.
Gotcha.
But there's also like a shooting range kind of a thing. Where you can just run around and
right after I did the first tutorial thing, and then I was looking at the shop and just expecting it all before, I had the thought like, oh wait, because I was like, oh wait, do I and then I was looking, and that's when I found out like the whole Steam is just different from Epic Games, and there's no way to link to the same one, so you can play, like jump back and forth for whatever reason, and all this and that. And it's like, I hope they add that in, because like, it's available for all the other games,
Right.
Fortnite, you can, or well, not Fortnite, but like Apex Legends,
Fortnite too.
Well, Fortnite's not on Steam though.
No, but you're okay. You're talking about between PC stores.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, console and total cross progression would be nice. Yes, for definitely. But at least, the PC, at least give us PC soon. Like, Yeah, I was even looked at like a Reddit thread to see if there was any way to like link it or whatever. If I was just missing something, and there was other people like, yeah, I was dumb and I downloaded it, or I did this because there's
Well,
always Fortnite always has some kind of if you download this version of the game on on Epic Games, they sometimes give you stuff, and yeah, a lot of people made mistakes like I did.
here's
So I'm like, oh,
100
okay.
V-Bucks. Thanks.
Well, it's like here's a Marvel Rivals glider,
Oh, that'd be cool.
stuff like that. They have, like with Alan Wake 2, when you bought it on Epic Games, you got Alan Wake skin,
Well, yeah, there
like
was there was actually a skin tied in with it.
yeah. They do a lot of stuff like that with the games to get you to buy it on their
But
platform.
they just had an entire Marvel season.
Now it's Godzilla right now, right?
Not he hasn't arrived
Or is that
yet.
coming up? Okay. Man, everyone's doing Godzilla. Have you seen Godzilla's gonna fight the Marvel Universe
No,
in 2025? Yeah. It's gonna be a 6-issue miniseries.
that'd be cool.
And I feel like he just got done fighting the DC universe. Like not too long ago. I swear he did. It was him and Kong, I thought.
Well, apparently Kong is also going to be in Fortnite too.
Yeah, 2023 to 2024 was Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah. And now they're having Godzilla versus Marvel. Like, I mean, for someone like you, hey, there's so much Godzilla content out there you can consume now.
Yeah,
I know you love Godzilla.
I do like Godzilla.
I'm a casual fan, you know?
I like the Japanese films more than the American films, but even so, the American films have not been bad lately.
Yeah, I need to watch that last Godzilla versus Kong one. That was a little rough, I thought.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The humans just weren't as interesting as in the previous ones.
No,
I felt like. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I need to watch next time I pick up Netflix, I need to watch because it's on Netflix, right? The -1.
-1. Yeah,
Yeah, I need to do that. So, but yeah, I definitely plan on playing some Marvel Rivals this weekend among some other games.
same.
Still need to I'm like 6 levels away, and I still have challenges and stuff from completing the Apex split one.
Oh,
So,
okay.
because they split it into 2 now. And they're like, "Oh, we make it easier so you can, so you can get through them." And it's like, but I found myself this week like, "Oh crap, I'm at like 40, 42 out of 60. Dang it." You know. I'm feeling the opposite of what of their reasoning for splitting it,
Right.
I'm feeling pressured to finish the 60 versus like
See, that's what I
the
really like about
110.
Fortnite is the progression in Fortnite is so fast that you can actually finish the battle pass and not have to play it the entire time.
Yeah, I like what Marvel Rivals is doing, and who's the other one that oh, what's the other game that does it too, where the battle passes don't expire?
Halo.
Halo. Yeah, Halo. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I was really hoping that Halo Infinity kind of caught on more, because I was really hoping that battle pass system would, expand out to more.
Oh, it'd be so nice, yeah, to not have to worry about it expiring. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I would totally be willing to pick up more battle passes for games if that was the case, you know.
Yeah, actually.
But it's like most of the time I'm just like I'm not gonna pick this up, you know. Most of the time I'll play a game and then if like I feel like I'm far enough in the battle pass to then I'll pick it up.
Then you pick it. Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like unless I know like I'm gonna finish this, I'll see how far I get first.
Exactly. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing some Marvel Rivals this weekend. I need to find out like what character fits my type of play styles.
Yeah.
Because like, you know,
So
I have
far-
my favorites. I have my favorite Marvel characters, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they fit my play styles.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'll play a Spider-Man. Played him out. Nope, not playing a Spider-Man. He's hard. He's hard as shit. So far, the characters I've liked to play are Hela, Squirrel Girl.
Ella, wow, that's a random character for them to have.
Yeah, kinda. There are some just random characters like, okay, Penny Parker. Okay, let's okay.
Well, I mean, but she fits the Overwatch. What's her name in Overwatch? The one with the mech.
Diva.
Diva, yeah, she's
But
kind of
she
like
doesn't.
You know, that
She
makes
doesn't.
sense.
That's the Hulk. The Hulk does that.
What?
If you down the Hulk, he turns into Bruce Banner, and if Bruce
that's
Banner
funny.
lives long enough, he turns back to the Hulk.
But isn't Penny Parker? Doesn't she have the mech though?
Yes, and you're in the mech.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I meant like the play style of that feels like it. You know.
They don't like. It's like they did a mix and match with a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, this is a 1-to-1. No, it's this character does this thing like this guy, but also does this like this other character.
Okay, that's nice. Oh, and apparently I saw TikToks. People were saying that there are mods for Squirrel Girl that are of the spicy variety.
I saw that too. I didn't find them.
My thought was like, wait, you can mod this game? Like it's multiplayer. Wouldn't that like
You can. It's not like cheat mod. It's more like a change the skin on your end.
You?
It's just for you.
Okay.
People
you can do that. I didn't know.
People do it in Fortnite.
Okay, I didn't know you. I wasn't sure about that. I saw people talking about like that it was a thing and all this and that, and I'm like, wait, how does that work? Like, because I've never modded a competitive multiplayer game like this before. Like,
yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, apparently there are some spicy mods for Squirrel Girl out there.
Well, from what I heard, like, you know, people have of course data mined the game and got the models, and apparently they're way more detailed than they should have been. So they were so it's almost like the devs were expecting this. We're expecting people to get the models. And, you know, oh yeah, you guys did this with Overwatch. Here's our game too.
I'm surprised that, and they probably may add them, but there aren't loot boxes.
Probably because it's illegal in some countries.
But this is a Chinese. I mean, it's NetEase. You would expect there to be some sort of.
Well, honestly, I've seen less and less loot boxes. Like,
yeah,
Overwatch doesn't have loot boxes anymore.
See, I think it's legal, but you have to. The big thing, and Apex recently released this out because I think it was Korea, South Korea forced them to. But you have to give the exact drop rate of items for the loot boxes. Because it came out with Apex recently, and people were shocked of how lower the drop rate for the heirloom shards actually were. Like, it's like 0.004% or something crazy like that. There's like 2 O's after,
That's South Korea and Taiwan require the probabilities disclosures. UK requires a warning label. Australia, there's a minimum age requirement. Italy also requires probability. In Japan, you have to call it a gotcha. That's dumb. You have to call it,
I mean, people call them gotchas over there anyways, so.
Belgium, it's absolutely banned.
Okay.
The Netherlands, it's banned. China, you need the probability. And purchase limits must be established daily. I guess okay.
I mean, so it's legal in enough places to where, like, them not having it,
Yeah, but it's also illegal in some, so you lock out that potential market too.
Yeah, but
like it's either you have it and you lock out a bunch of people who would have bought skins, the battle pass, things you're going to probably make the most money on.
Yeah, I just was saying, like, it would be, being a Chinese company, I'm surprised, because we see how, like, oh, I'm drawing a blank. The waifu game.
Anything
Genshin.
from Holoverse.
Genshin or the Hokai, whatever. Yeah,
yep,
all that stuff.
That's all the same company. ZZZ. That's all one company.
Yeah, they're all about the gotchas. They make money.
They do.
They make a lot of money. Real quick, we'll talk much, but with the probability of the Apex thing, I was like complaining to a friend, like, yeah, because like he was telling me how he has gotten multiple heirlooms,
Mm-hmm.
heirloom shards and stuff like that, and he was telling me about a friend who got back to back, and I'm just like,
it's actually funny. The last time I played Apex, which was when the whole, OG thing was happening. The last game I played, loot box, heirlooms, first ones.
Nice.
I haven't picked them yet. I haven't picked what to get yet.
They was a couple weeks ago. They had or during Black Friday, they had a special sale where you could buy an heirloom loot tick, where it would give you like twice the amount, but it was random what you got, and it's like, no, no, thank you. Maybe for people who've gotten so many and they have extras, but like, I got, it was probably my 500th pack, like you're guaranteed one after 500. Yeah, it was probably 500 for me when I got mine.
Probably mine as well.
I got the Loba fan.
Uh-huh.
And I got the heirloom shards during the event where like the Lobus thing was, you had to spend all the money in the world to buy all the other things just so you could get it.
Right.
And I'm like, well, damn it. So I waited until the event ended, and I was like, oh, thank God it's available now. Like, so I was able to get that. But like, I was complaining to a friend and all this and that. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait until pack 1000, because like I'm well past the point where I got my first heirloom shards,
Mm-hmm.
And I got another one. So shortly after complaining about it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, awesome. So I got the Loba skin.
Oh,
It's so
there's
good.
skins.
They're skins. They're so good.
I didn't know there were
Like
actually
the
skins. I
Loba
just
one
thought they
is
were
like
melee
the Loba
items.
one's like a lycanthrope like style skin, and they 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 have three different unlocked, or they have three different variants. And you unlock 2 and 3, and there's also like I think there's an emote or a skydive emote, something like that too. But you unlock them from getting kills with the character. So like as you're playing more and more with the character, you unlock the next tier of that skin. You know.
See, I only thought that they were the melee weapons.
No, they have skins now, and like I said, the Loba one is really cool. Loba.
See, can I find like just like here's all of them? Here's just a picture of all of them. Nope. Here's a picture of none of
Hold
them.
on. Is this gonna open up to the right? Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if it's on their website. Probably not.
There's a link to that. At least
Oh,
to
that's
the Loba
cool.
one. Right?
That doesn't even look like Loba. Like that doesn't even look like her.
I mean, her figure, you can tell it's her. Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean, I'm talking
definitely
in the face.
different.
Like it really doesn't look like her at all.
Yeah, which like it's a proper like quality skin. You know, it's not just a recoloring of.
Right.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, now I never have to buy another Loba skin because I have the best one there will ever be for Loba, probably. It's so good. My friend was like, "Oh, you gonna mute?" Because I got this during the whole like loot, the Black Friday loot, heirloom loot tick thing, and he's like, "Oh, are you gonna?" And I'm like, "No, I already bought the Lobo skin. Like, it was instant for me. Like, yeah, Loba is technically my still my main, but you know who I play a lot too? Like, besides Loba, Vantage. I really like Vantage.
Vantage.
She's the one with the sniper
With a sniper? Okay.
and Echo the Bat.
I actually have her.
Yeah, she's really good. I really like her. It sucks because like I'll use the sniper, and she'll like tag the it does damage, but also tags to where your enemies can do damage. More damage.
Right.
And I'll do that, and then none of my teammates will push.
Of course.
And it's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to push. I hit her. I hit them. They're debuffed now. Like, oh. Yeah, also her like her zoom, even if you don't have a weapon, she has like a zoom in you can do. And it'll like if the enemies are in your like line of sight, it'll like reveal them. It'll reveal them highlighted, and you're able to see them and stuff like that, and it's really cool. She's
I
pretty
actually have her unlocked because that time that I played, I was like, oh, I have enough currency to buy a skin.
She's a good one. She's got no good skins though. I'm kind of upset about that. Like,
well, I kind of feel like a lot of the characters don't have good skins. Or they're like $50.
True. Yeah. But yeah, like even the paid ones I see for her, they're just not good. And I'm like, I want a good skin for her because she's like my second I play. But yeah, so I've been playing that, trying to get get caught up on the finish up the battle pass because I was like, I'm gonna be playing this a lot because I played and finished the previous season's battle pass, so I'm like, I'm gonna do this one too. So, and then just other stuff happened. Black Ops came out and other
Right.
games happened, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a week left, and I'm like 18 levels short. But luckily, all the challenges are out. So like, I played one night and I got 7 levels in one night.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, this is great. Now I just have to play like another night, and I basically have it. But yeah, Marvel Rivals. I'll be playing that
More
too.
Rivals. What about you? What's your first thing on the list?
My first thing, I've got some new tech recently.
Oh yeah. Really?
I picked up
Nice.
VR. I got the Quest 3S. It's $299, which is like, that's a great price.
Mm-hmm.
I got a $75 Amazon credit to spend on other stuff too. It bumped up to 100 like a few days later, which I was like, son of a bitch.
Of course.
But I got that. It came with the Batman game, which I have yet to play that one. But it came with the Arkham Knight Batman game for free.
The one that just won VR Game of the Year? That one?
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Isn't Astrobot a VR game? And that one Game of the Year?
No, VR Game of the Year. Yeah,
but yeah, Astrobot is a VR game, and it won Game of the Year though. But it didn't win VR Game of the Year.
No.
What? How does that make sense, Stuart?
Be honest, I'm shocked that Astrobot won. I was shocked it was even on the list.
It's a VR game, right? I'm not confusing it.
The first one was this is a new one. The first one was definitely a VR game.
But this one because if this one is a VR game, and it didn't win VR, but it won overall. Well, there's something weird with that.
This is on PlayStation 5, and I don't think VR works on PlayStation 5.
I think it does because they have the VR 2, right?
Do they?
The PSVR 2 or the PSVR works with the PlayStation. I think PlayStation 5. I think that VR works with that. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm on the Astrobots page, and I don't.
Yeah, PlayStation VR 2. That's the thing. Is it just Astrobot?
Yes. It says nothing about VR.
Wow.
Like there's an FAQ. Is Astrobot available for PlayStation 4 or PSVR 2? Astrobot is exclusively available for PlayStation 5.
Oh wow, I thought it was a VR thing.
The first one,
yeah. Wow. That's weird. Okay, wow. I guess that makes sense then now. Then I was about to say like it won overall game of the year, but not VR game like but yeah, I got that for free, and then it gave me 3 months of like their subscription, their MetaQuest subscription service for free. Which there's some games in there I'm definitely gonna check out and play. But boy, I got a little carried away playing some Beat Saber. because I've been sore for a couple days.
Work up a sweat, did you?
Oh, like just you're just moving your arms around more than and more than you normally do, or in positions you don't normally do, and by the time you don't think much of it, and then it's just like, oh man, because I modded it so I can have custom songs and stuff. Because of course I'm going to do that.
Of course, yeah.
Of course I want to play the
Yeah.
Friends theme song,
When
which is tough but short. Like
when you do, like when you put in a song, does it make the track for you, or does it have to be somebody has made the track already?
somebody has made it. Yeah, there's a
Gotcha.
site where you can find. Yeah. They don't have as much stuff as you think they would, but
I mean,
then they have some
I've
stuff.
seen tons.
But I mean, like, sir, you would expect some things, but then, or you would expect some things, and they're there, but they're not like all the difficulties. They're only like expert difficulty, and not like easy, normal, hard, expert.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just be like expert, or they'll just not have some stuff, which is. But I've only checked one site, so maybe some of the other sites have them. But was I got Urza's theme? That's pretty fun.
Okay, of course.
That's really fun. Um. Let me see. I don't know. Hold up. Let me pull up some of the ones I got. Um. Uh. Should have a list here.
Now, how comfortable is it just to lay in your bed with it on and just watch TV staring at the ceiling? That's what I want to know.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
You got to make sure like you're because you got to be creative with like the pillow for your neck, because like
Okay, because
having there's some extra stuff on the back. This is a battery pack I bought for it, like to add to it, and to if you get it, you definitely balance, and it's also a better like head strap. This isn't the standard head strap. This was like I think this was like, it was under $30. It's like a head strap that like adjusts, like I don't know if you can hear it, but like there's a turn thing and it adjusts, and instead of just the normal head strap is just like just Velcro, and it's just it's the easiest, simplest thing. But this was like under $30, and it also has a 10,000 milliamp battery, like that plugs into it, and it's magnetic, so it just like,
oh, nice.
if you don't want to have it, or it has to charge, you can just you don't have to remove the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah, 10,000. I was like, man, you can't even buy a regular 10,000 milliamp, like like a good regular like phone battery bank for
Really.
Like, yeah, that's pretty good. That'll charge your phone a few times. Like 10,000 milliamps. Like, but the game I played last night, because I'm like, I need to play more things so I can talk about it. I played Super Hot, and oh my god, it was so much fun in VR. Oh my god.
Yeah, because it came out on VR first, right?
No, it didn't.
I thought it came out on VR first, and then it was ported to PC.
No, it came out before VR became a big thing. Yeah.
I thought it was like one of the first games.
Maybe they had that in mind, but no, it was before VR. When did Super Hot come out? 2016. Yeah. Super Hot came out in 20. Wait, no. There's Super Hot VR in 2016, but when did regulars? February. Yeah, February 2016, and then Super Hot VR was December. So
Okay.
yeah. But man, it's so fun.
I'm sure that game is great in VR.
It's pretty good. Where is my backup? See, I backed up all the modded songs, but I put it on my my 4 terabyte backup hard drive, because I'm like, I don't need this on my SSD. Just in case, like, somehow my, the Beat Saber game updates and I lose my song or so, I want to make sure I have backups so I don't have to, like, search and hunt them down. But, what,
Did you get prescription lenses, or is it? Have you tried it with glasses?
Yes, there's a spacer. It comes with a little spacer that, like, because was it this part, the face covering part
Comes off, right?
And there's a spacer that goes in between it, so that gives extra. So there's extra space between the lens and the face covering to fit the glasses. So there is that. You can get prescription lenses. I've been looking at, like, videos about it. And they range from like $40. I think $40 is the cheapest I've seen. And they just, like, pop on the actual lenses.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe $40 is the cheapest. Zenny.
That's actually
it's from a company called Zenny.
I was expecting to be, a couple $100, Same
oh
as
no,
same as the price of actual glasses.
Even the more expensive ones from the other companies that have, like, it's $49.99, but that comes with your choice of anti-fog coating or oil resistant coating that repels fingerprints, oil smudges, water, or, like I said, you could get the anti-fog one.
I'd probably do the anti-fog because I'm a heat box.
Yeah. It's I've definitely have been fogging it up, and I went to get some anti-fog lens wipes from the store. Those have helped. Because I've seen tricks of, like, oh, you can put rub a drop of, like, soap on the lens and blah blah blah, and it'll do. And I'm like, that's fine.
Dish soap,
yeah, that's fine and dandy for, like, my glasses, but, like, I don't know about this. Like, I'm a little weary to do that. They have non-prescription, like, pop-ons for, like, so if you don't have glasses, but you still want to get something to help with anti-fog or all that, they have non-prescription ones for $30.
That makes sense.
So that's pretty good. But even the most expensive ones I've seen from the other sites, they're still under 100. It's still under 100.
Well, I'm actually shocked.
Yeah. So they're quite. It's quite affordable. Yeah. Let's see, Meta. But I played Beat Saber. I'm waiting for the next Thunder game to be part of it, but there's a app called, I forget what it's called. It's like X Stadium or something like that. And
okay.
They have, like, it's not, you can't do every game because I guess like, you know, there's just not enough technology to have that stuff for every single basketball game, because there's 30 different or there's 30 different NBA teams, so that, you
Right.
know, there could be like 15 different games going on at once technically, but they have a schedule wise, and I signed up to be notified when the next Thunder one. I think I want to say that's like the 20th or something like that. So I'm excited to check that out.
Are you courtside?
I think so. I think that's the case.
Because
I'm not
it'd be
entirely,
it'd
you
be
know.
kind of weird if it was just the broadcast perspective.
No, it's something. I think it's courtside. Yeah, but you can have a virtual desktop, like, so you can use it for, you can have like your monitors and
Mm-hmm.
stuff and work if you want. And I think there's ways to where, like, because it has pass through, you know, like where it does like
Right.
mixed reality. I
Mm-hmm.
think there's a way for it to like read your keyboard, so you can use your keyboard, and even,
Yeah, I was
but
going
your
to ask, like,
keyboard's,
does it connect to your computer or phone in any way?
it can connect to your computer via I think Wi-Fi. You can get you can get a cable for it. Um, you can connect to Steam through cable or Wi-Fi. You can connect Wi-Fi. You know, same with the actual MetaQuest software itself. I got a cable. I got a long 16 cable for it. Because I have cables that might work, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
like this one has what's it called, on the USB A side that goes in the computer. It also has a spot like a little further down where you can plug another USB C for charging, so you can charge it while
Okay.
you're playing. Because like just having, you know, because you know, just having it hooked up to the computer, it can't just charge and do the data at the same time, because you have to have a high speed data cable for it
Right. Yeah, because I
to
was wondering if you can like
process all
just
that
use it
stuff.
for a like a monitor setup.
Yeah, you definitely can. Yes,
Cool.
wireless and wired. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. And you can like you can even mess around with it, because it has the cameras can track your hands, so you can
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, you can like reach and like uh grab like the corner of the window and like drag it or bring it closer to you or farther away, and like it's like full on like Minority Report type stuff, like, or like, you know, Tony Stark's like, you know, hologram technology, but you have to have the, you know, the headset on, of course. But
Right. And you are totally talking me into looking at one, aren't you?
it's not bad. Like I was like $2.99. That's and then there was the $75 that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna. That's, you know, that's basically $75 off, because I buy stuff off of Amazon anyways. So, uh, plus you get the Batman game. Plus you get the, yeah. So, do they have? I don't see. I don't think they
You got
have
the S, right?
the S. Yes.
Yeah, because just the regular MetaQuest 3 is $500.
Yeah. The difference is it has the pixel resolution is a little lower on the 3S,
Okay.
but it has the same processor, same graphics, same everything else. You know,
Huh.
that and the lenses are a little different on the 3S from the 3, because they went back to what the 2 had for lenses. So, but like from everything, I did some research because of course, I'm not just gonna buy this willy nilly. But
Mm-hmm.
from what I saw, everyone was like, if this is your first entry into it, you don't know, if you have like the 2, it's worth it to get the 3 and not the 3S. But if this is your first, just get the 3S.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're saving the money. You can use that money towards getting games, and like you're not gonna miss that much. Like, as far as the resolution and all that stuff goes.
Yeah. Well, from what the Amazon page shows, the Quest 3 is a 4K resolution, and the 3S is a 832 by 1920, or 1832 by 1920
I think that's per eye
per
too.
eye. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's not that much of a drastic like difference.
About half? A little more than half? No. No, sorry, because 4K isn't 4, is it? It's actually 2. Yeah, that's not that much difference at all.
Yeah. So, it's not a huge difference, especially if you're new to VR. Like, I'm not having any issues. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing out, Yeah, it's been fun. Super hot, super hot, Beat Saber. I've played some other little games here and there. Nothing major. I've been meaning to play the Batman one, but I just haven't had time yet to like, focus on, because the Beat Saber I can just, I got 10-15 minutes, I can play 2 or 3 songs. And that's pretty much like as much as you want to do at the beginning. Because it wears you out. It's a workout for sure.
I'm sure.
Which that's another reason why I got it. I'm like, oh, this will be good for, getting some exercise. Burning some calories for sure. So yeah. I've got a cool new device that I can have virtual screens with, and I got a new physical screen. I got a new monitor.
Oh yeah.
First new monitor in 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got like pretty good, almost like I got my 1080p 144 hertz Asus, monitors, like, which they were like pretty top tier monitors back then, and they definitely have lasted. Like, definitely were well worth, buying them when I did, because, they're still great monitors. Like, but I got a new MSI 4K. It's a 4K 32-inch 144 hertz.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you actually know now what 4K looks like.
Well, I have a 4K TV, so
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
I knew about that, but like now gaming wise, yes, I can game. Well, which I did try some on my TV. I've tried some stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn looks amazing in 4K. I need to play more of that on. I need to pick up that remaster, because it's like a $10 upgrade to get the remaster if you have the regular on Steam. So I need to do that, and hopefully my save carries over. But
I don't see
I'm only
why
a few
why it
hours.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm only a few hours in, so if I have to restart, oh well. But but yeah, when I was playing Apex, I'm playing Apex at like 4K 144 hertz. Looks amazing, runs amazing, because I have the PC to
Because you have the PC
run
now to
it.
do it.
I have the PC to run it. So yeah, it's amazing. It's got a lot of interesting like features, I guess. It has like well my what's it called? My old monitor had the mode where you can have like a crosshair on the
Yep.
screen at all
I
times.
I've got that on this one.
But this one, and this one hooks up to the, I guess all monitors now do, but you can hook it up you can hook it up via USB, so you can control all the settings through software and not have to like
Oh,
do it on the
reach
actual
kind of.
monitor.
Okay, get a hand between these monitors now.
Yeah, like switch through the menu to adjust the color and all, all that fun stuff. You can just do it on the software if you hook it up through the USB cable, but it's got the reticle is like smart reticle where like it'll change colors depending on what the background of the color is.
Huh. Okay.
So you can see the reticle easier, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah, which is like, oh, that's cool. And there's like a zoom feature too where it'll like where you would be shooting, you could set it to where it does like 1.5 zoom in like a square or 2 like, and I'm
That'd
like,
be almost cheating.
I mean that is cheating. That
That's-
is cheating. But, it's
there-
not really like unless you're like mainly sniping, like if like all you're doing is basically sniping, there's no like because I can't just have it running, I can't have like the reticle area of my screen zoomed in to 2 times zoom when I'm just running around shoot, and then you would have to like, oh, I gotta, click the hotkey to turn it on or turn it, like that's just too much hassle,
Yeah. There's that. I think it's a monitor that ties in with League of Legends. I'm pretty sure it is that actually highlights like edges of your screen, and that's just trying to find it.
Yeah, this thing is massive. I love it. I was
I
gonna
don't.
go 27 inches, but I saw the 32 inch, like with all the features I want and all, great, fantastic, at such a great price, and I also had that $75 off from picking up my Quest.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up picking this up for like I think it was under 400
Not bad.
for a 4K 32 inch 144 hertz.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I was like, heck yeah. And it's like, now I will not buy anything new for the longest time because
Right. Right.
I've spent way too much money in the last few months.
Me too.
But like I said, the monitors I had, like the Asus monitors I had, 11 years old. I've had them for 11 years.
Yeah, I'm hoping mine lasts a
Which,
little bit longer. I've got a pixel that keeps turning green on me. I'm
oh,
like,
that's no good.
I'll rub it a little bit and it'll go away. Like, yeah, you stay away.
I thought about getting an OLED, but like I'm just afraid of burn-in. Like
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear. That's what drove me away from ever getting a plasma TV too. Like
Mm-hmm.
whenever I was, in the market for TV like years ago, was burn-in. Just it frightens me because I've seen people with plasma screen TVs and like, when things switch, when you can see the burn-in. Like
Yeah, I've got a burn-in problem on my TV downstairs. It doesn't last. Like if I'll start watching a movie or something, and like the screen's black for a little while, you still see like the menu, like the home menu,
yeah,
because it's just kind of burned into the screen. Eventually, it goes away.
like monitors OLED monitors now, like they have special like refresh technology to refresh it to,
Mhm.
help prevent burn-ins. But like the fact that like it's something you have to do. Like, you have to, and it's just, I don't want the hassle,
Yeah, I get it.
I'm fine with LED or QLED or, what a
Yeah.
quantum dot LED or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It works great. It's fine. Um, I'm having a, I'm still adjusting to the brightness and the colors because it looks so much different than what I'm used to.
I'm sure.
To a point where it's like, it almost looks like the colors are off, but I know they're not. It's just there's more range to colors and they're just more vivid
Right.
and brighter and,
Does it
it's like,
have oh crap, what's it called? Crap, I think it's a setting a lot of games have. HDR.
it does have HDR.
Mm,
I think HDR 600, which means it gets up to 600 nits bright,
okay.
and otherwise it's 400 nits bright. HDR is like the lighting,
Okay, I thought it was the colors. I thought that's what HDR was.
I mean, I think it affects the colors, but it's lighting, like, because like I said, it
Okay.
gets up to 600 nits bright, and so you have a wider range of like brights and darkness, and
Yeah, I don't quite keep up with all that stuff. Not anymore.
I've been doing research I've been doing research on monitors for a while, I feel
Mhm.
like, but yeah, it's great. I love it. It's big. Luckily though, my other monitors still fit on my desk. Eventually, I think I'm gonna get some monitor arms just so like I can't just so like I can move them and position them better, and I can also have because like it does sit up a good like 3 inches even with the stand at the lowest setting.
Yeah.
So like
A
just being
monitor
able to lower that
a
2 more
monitor
inches
stand definitely frees up your desk. Like you'd be
yeah.
amazed how much your desk is now like, oh my god, I now have a desk. I can now put trash there.
Oh, I already have that's already a thing for me. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, an empty uh box sitting underneath one of my monitors.
But yeah, it's been great. I've been playing. I played. Black Ops looks great. Apex looks great. Runs great. You know. My main thing was I wanted to make sure uh it was either 4K and high resolution, or I was able to, or it was able to do 4K, because some you can do 4K, like it'll do 4K 60, but then you can switch it to like 1080p or 1440 high refresh.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure of that because I wanted to make sure I still had the option to have high refresh because like
absolutely.
I've been gaming for 11 years with a 144 hertz monitor. I
Hmm.
can't go back. I can't go back, Stuart.
I'm with you. Like
Yeah.
you think like, oh, the eye only sees up to this many frames. Bullshit. You notice when you're not at 60 frames anymore.
Oh, Linus did a video that proved that was bullshit. Yeah, that it matters. Even if your monitor isn't high refresh, just having that,
Yeah,
just having the frames refresh, like it just helps you out. But yeah, There were some that like were higher refresh, like 160, and stuff like that. And I thought about getting maybe just a 1440p that was like 300 hertz, but I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Like I've heard like once you go past 144, or once you go past 120, it doesn't make a huge difference,
I can kind of see that.
Yeah. And so, like, I'd rather be able to have 4K and 144 hertz than like
Yeah.
lower resolution with higher, Because also, like, even though my computer is pretty good, like, I don't know if I can handle like, like 4K higher than 144 hertz, like much higher. Like it does it. It does it without dropping. It's pretty steady, at least in Apex and Call of Duty. So, but yeah, I've been playing with those. It's been fun. What something else you've been up to?
Something else I've been up to. I was going to show off, instead of a trailer from YouTube, show a video that I made, but I can't get it to play. So YouTube it is. I've been playing Path of Exiles and Path of Exiles 2 now that it's come out. I don't know why, but I saw a trailer for Path of Exile 2. I'm like, you know what? That looks really good. That looks fun. I don't like Diablo, though. I didn't like how that played. And I've played Path of Exiles before, but I really wasn't paying... I wasn't not paying attention when I first played it, years ago. So I started playing it again, starting over, and I was actually really liking it.
People love Path of Exile.
I
know people who love the games. Yeah.
The one thing, like, you look up any guide or anything, they all kind of start out the same way. Once you've beaten the campaign and reached max level, this is what you do as a beginner. Hold on. Once you've beaten the game, here's the beginner. Like, yeah, there's a massive skill tree. Yes.
Isn't there like a South Park meme from that? Basically like, oh, we beat the game and blah blah blah. Now what now?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, yeah. It's like, now we play the game.
Now we play the game.
I see that a lot still from time to time. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where, like, you, or at least from what I can tell, like, you do multiple runs, like the Diablos, and
yeah, I knew that, but I was like, for a beginner's guide, that's like, you're not. I'm an absolute beginner. You are not helping. So, I didn't get far. Like, I got to Act 2 by the time Path of Exiles 2 came out for early access. And I picked that up, and I've been playing that when I can. And it's shocking how different of a game it is between 1 and 2. 2 is a lot faster. Like, there's a roll mechanic, so that means that everything hits fucking hard and you have to dodge. And
they're both free, right? Or am I?
Path of Exiles 1 is. The early access for 2 is not yet. When the game fully comes out, it will be.
Okay, I thought it was out. Okay, it's about to come out. That's what it is.
Next year. Because the early access just started, and it's going to be, like they said, like 12 months. in the early access time. Because like they've only got half of the classes they plan to have. Like there's 6 now. There's gonna be 12 by the end. And only half of the campaign is in. Like there's gonna be 6 acts. Only 1, 2, and 3 are in it, and then a fuck ton of end game shit. Like they did a live stream kind of talking about what the game is going to be like in early access, and they showed like this little bitty chunk. Like here's Act 1, 2, and 3. Here's the end. I'm off screen. Here's the end game. That's just an early access. And here's this system and this system, and we added another skill tree. This system, like, holy shit! Like, you and I could both be playing an end game and be like playing hundreds of hours, but be playing 2 completely different games because there's different things you can do. And I don't even know what they all are because I don't understand it yet. But I will say Path of Exiles 2 is harder than 1, even just at the beginning. Just because I feel like since they added that roll dodge mechanic, and it is, completely, you immune to all damage when you're rolling, or at least that's what I think it is. So that just means, enemies can one-shot you. Cool. Or you can get surrounded real damn quick and blink from your full health, full shields. All of a sudden, you got nothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it can happen quick. But so far, I'm really liking it. I don't care about the story at all. I don't think anybody does. Like, I just want to, make explosions happen on screen, get loot.
Seems to be how it is with these kind of games, yeah. That's
what the game is. The story be damned. And I'm a story guy. I love story. Like, that's why I play games. I don't play it, to be the best. I play games for story. But I don't care about the story in this game at all. But I'm liking it. And like I said, I edited a video showing like here's Path of Exile 1, early game, and here's Path of Exile 2 early game. I had that whole thing set up, and it won't play on OBS. I don't know why.
Upsetting.
It was actually the first time I actually really edited something in DaVinci Resolve too. I'm like, okay, because I don't have Adobe anymore.
Yeah. See, I made clips. I made clips of Apex to show during us playing, and I totally forgot to give them to you. Yeah. Because I've had some really good moments. Like, I was talking to a friend, and I'm like, I think Apex is like the best at a game I've ever been. Like, just something about it. Like, and you've played with me. I can
no, yeah.
I can have some like really amazing, like spectacular moments. Like,
yeah, you are good at Apex. I am not. I can't hit a damn thing.
And it's like I go out of my own body, and it's just like I'm just like it just happens, and then like the fight will end, and I'm just like, oh boy, I need to calm down now. Like, like what just happened? I just blacked out. Like,
Right, yeah.
it's one of those type of things. Yeah. Like I had a game the other day when I had like over 2K damage, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, right. And I also was playing. I've also played some of that mixtape. You know, they have like deathmatch, and they have gun game, but it's like teamed version of gun
Yes.
game.
Yes, I've played that. Like the when I do play Apex, it's that stuff. I don't play the
It's
battle
so
royale. I
fun.
play that stuff.
I love the battle royale, but like I was looking at some challenges, and I'm like, oh, these don't say they're BR exclusive, so let me run through some of this, you know, deathmatch and all this other stuff and try to get some of these done. And I got, you know, I got a good amount of progress in some levels from just doing some of that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, next week is the winter train event where they have the train that goes around the map.
Oh,
The
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the
I
holiday
do.
thing. Yeah.
I remember that now.
I don't think I've ever. I think I always miss out on that. Like I'm all out for whatever reason. Every year that comes out, I always like miss out, or I always like forget, or something comes up. Yeah,
Not in an not at a time when you're playing Apex.
something like that. Yeah, but I think I have Path of Exile 1. Like I think I downloaded that to tried playing that a little bit, but
Also, I'll say this: Path of Exile 1. It's click to move kind of a thing. Path of Exile 2, you can play click to move, or you can play WSD,
oh, that's nice.
which I like.
Yeah, definitely.
Still have to use your mouse to aim, which that will mess me out sometimes. Like, why is the enemy's attacking your back? Why you turned around? Oh, my mouse.
I pull up Path of Exile and I look friends who play Casual Terror. 1 minute played recently. So you've played it for 1 minute recently.
I launched it by accident instead of two.
That's even better. That's even better.
Instead
Oh,
of two, yeah. Yeah, I've only I have 15 hours in one and 7 hours in two. So I'm not far. But like I said, it's $30 to get into the early access, and you get $30 in like in-game cash to use in the currency shop.
oh, that's nice. Yeah, I got man, I'm like there's games on sale like during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff. There were games on sale cheap that I was just like, man, I I want this game, or I want this game. It's on my wish list. I want it, but it's like I've spent so much money recently. I do have $20 in Steam credit because I got that for uh leaving a review about my graphics card from MSI, because they had a thing where like you verify you bought it, and verify you left a review about it, and they'll give
Mm-hmm.
you like $20 Steam credit, so I do have that, and I'm looking at games on my wish list that I'm like, ooh, like was it Cyberpunk is $26.99 right now.
And it just got an update too. Like we thought,
uh
2.1 was going to be the last major update because that's what they said. All of a sudden, here's 2.2 and more on the way.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is $14.99, so I could buy that and it wouldn't cost me anything. There's a
That
Bandai Namco sale going on right now on Steam.
Kakarot,
But
like I liked it, but like it wasn't the game I wanted it to be.
yeah, But I still have Sparking Zero to play. That's the thing. It's like I do want Kakarot. I do want that to play through because, like, it's also going to get Daima content.
Right.
Kakarot's going to get Daima DLC and stuff like that, and and it's just like I want it, but I also have Sparking Zero to play, and oh, you know what, Stuart? You know what I'm excited for to release? That it says coming soon. It should have been. There's a quintessential quintuplets VR game.
Oh no. That.
Will it let me make my own choice, or will I be stuck to make the choice of the show? Which it upset me. He picked the quintuplet that I didn't like, or he picked the one that he didn't pick the one that I wanted. I should say I didn't hate any of them, but like, yeah, the one I liked the most he didn't pick. And it was a debate. Like, they made you think he was gonna pick one, and then he picked a different one. Oh. I'm sorry. You have no idea what I'm talking about because, like, yeah, you've never seen it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like it. I liked it quite a bit. But yeah, Cyberpunk. Dude, I'm just like, oh my god, I have four. I could. Do I want to? But and then Kakarot and all these other but then it's just like I still have all these other games to play. Like,
yeah,
Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I still need to play through that. Like, I only got a couple hours into that, and then I need to look and see, because the remaster. I wonder like how. Like, what's the difference for PC? Of course, like PS4 to PS5, all that, it's going to be a huge improvement, but I don't know. I need to look and see if there's that much of a difference, But then again, it's only $10 to upgrade.
I didn't have much, like, there wasn't any performance issue.
But I mean, so, like, visually, I wonder if, like, how much visually upgraded it'll be versus the standard one that I have, like, since I do have 4K TV now, or 4K monitor now, with like the G-Syncs and I've got all those, the G-Syncs, the FreeSyncs, the whatever's. Like, I don't know what I'm confused about what they all do, but I know they're important. They're buzzwords, and I have them on my monitor.
I will say one difference. It requires an online connection, and you have to be signed in to your PlayStation account.
I don't even know if I have one, but I don't even know I don't even know what it would be under. Like, it might still be under my Poetic Soul email.
Possibly.
It was that long ago that because the last PlayStation I had was 3, so
yeah.
And to be honest, I never really played through much of when I had a PS3 either. Like, I only played a few games.
Now you sold me yours, and I didn't play it much either.
I didn't sell it. I gave it to you. I sent you a spare one I had.
I thought I gave you money for it.
No, I just sent it to you. I just asked you for your address.
I should pay you for it. Because I also can't give it away. I can't give it.
Yeah, I just asked you for your address, and I sent
remember
you,
that now.
And it was just a surprise in the mail. Yeah,
I remember that now.
Like, it's just, yeah.
I don't know why. I thought I paid you for it. I don't know why.
Because I got a cheap Slim, and I was like, well, my other one's not just. might as well pay it forward. Like, just, yeah.
Sorry.
I like doing nice things for friends when I can. Like,
Yeah, I get
it
that.
makes me feel good. It
Yeah.
makes me feel good to be nice, But yeah, there's so many games I have that I need to play, and then I have all these VR games now. Ugh.
I know. We went from a drought of games to play now to like, oh my god, there's so many.
Well, I mean, technically, I've always had so many to play because that's just the nature of being a PC gamer because you have your backlog
Right.
with Steam, and Epic Games doesn't help at all when they have either 1 to 2 games they give away for free every week.
Yeah, but I never play those games.
I don't either, but I still have them. I still buy.
I
still
quite a
buy them every
library.
Thursday.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
I have more games on Epic than I do Steam, I think now. I think I've hit that.
I don't think I'm there.
I have. Let me look.
You
don't claim the free games on Epic though, like
I do
all the time.
I have.
Oh, you do?
Not
Okay.
all the time. I have 103.
Oh, I don't know if I want to reveal how many I have.
On Epic. And then
on Epic or yeah.
Yeah.
I have. I have 345 on Epic.
I have 399 on Steam. I need one more game to be 400.
I have wait, do they 200 226? Wait, no. I have just over 200 200. Yeah. See, I have them in categories. Like, I've got like my desktop ones, and then since I have my Legion Go, I've got a category just games to play for that, so I don't have to so it's easier for, than scrolling through my whole freaking library. But yeah, I've got like just over 200 Steam games.
I mean, if you go to your profile though, it tells you how many games you own.
Oh, does it? Profile. Where's that at? What? It says I only have. It says I only have 164, but I have. But it says. Oh, maybe does that count all the DLC and stuff for games too? Maybe, I don't know. Well, the profile says I have 164, but my actual library says I have over 200. So I don't know. Anyways, my point was I have more Epic games than Steam now because just like every Thursday I'm just like, hey, it's reset day. Let me look. I'm never gonna play that, but let me add it. Because it's
Lord of the
free.
Rings: Return to Moria. No idea what it is. I'll take it.
Right, and then also like was it the past few years they had they had the Christmas ones where they gave you one every day, like for like
right, yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah, those added up. I don't think they're gonna do that this year. Or at least I haven't seen anything about that.
I just scrolled through the screenshots of that Return to Moria game. I still don't know what it is.
Oh wow.
Only one shows any kind of gameplay. I don't know. I'm getting it though. Free.
But yeah, Path of Exile.
Yes, Path of Exile. Like I said, when the game does eventually come out as 1.0, it will be free.
Yeah. See, I I'm not gonna pick it up just because that's just I don't do early access because I've been burnt. I've told you this before. I've been burnt out so many times playing early access, and then by the time the actual game comes out, I'm just like sick of it, or whatever for whatever reason, and never end up playing when it launches. And I've had games I've been excited about where I've had that feeling, and I'm so glad I didn't do that with Baldur's Gate 3 because when that came out, I picked it up and I played the crap out of it.
Uh-huh.
And I would have hated, man, it would have sucked if I had done early access and got burnt out before the game came out, because I would have lost out on such a good, fun experience. Like,
From early access to the actual release, there was a lot of changes.
oh yeah, but like, I mean, that's how it is.
Baldur's Gate 3.
That's how it is in a lot of these games. But I mean, still, like,
Yeah, and I wasn't quite burnt out because like I played it a lot when it first came out in early access, and then I really didn't touch it for the next year and a half.
Yeah. My biggest upset though is like is the that We Happy Few game. That's what really like
That immediately came to mind when you said like don't play it after it comes out. I thought of We Happy Few.
I was so excited to play it, and I played the early access stuff, and
Early access
that was kind
because there was nothing there.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you can play for 2 hours. Here's 2 hours of content, and then there's nothing else to do. And then here's like the way they handled it was weird.
There wasn't even 2 hours of content. It was here's the world, walk around.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like but by the time the game came out, I was just like, but I was really looking forward to that game too. Like, but yeah, I'm so glad because Baldur's Gate, like, oh, I put like 200 hours in that game. I think I put a good amount in there. I did a lot in that game.
I just saw. I think it said 218 for me. I'm sorry, 115, not 200.
Where's Baldur's Gate 3? I have 186. Okay, so not quite 200. 186. Yeah, I searched a lot of stuff and did a lot of things before progressing, just because I was like, I kept hearing people say like, oh man, you got to be careful because once you hit this zone, you can't go back. And I'm like, oh, I got scared, and I was like, I'm going to explore everything.
Yeah. The last achievement I got was hot date. Go on a date with Karlach. That was the last achievement. It's like, I did what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nice. Yeah, I think I finally finished the game when they had the better Karlach ending.
Oh, uh-huh.
Because the first one they had, I think, wasn't great and people didn't like it.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
She basically just died, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I believe she died no matter what you did.
Yeah. So I was very happy with the ending with the Karlach, yeah. So, man, Baldur's Gate 3 was so fun. But yeah, I'm very weary when it comes to early access things,
I get it.
And that's just
I understand.
me,
No, it's not just you. I know a couple of people who are like that. So what else do you have? It's gonna be a long episode.
I got an anime that came out that I was very upset that it wasn't available in dub, but surprise, they released it all in dub.
Oh, I watched a couple episodes of this when it came out. I never really watched more.
Yeah, this came out like a couple years ago, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always kept checking, and there's never dub, and I always would forget, and and it was be one of those that I always forget that I checked, and would be like, oh man, there's no dub, dang it, and yeah, so that was, but like I just happened to see like, oh, it's dubbed now, and it's all there, okay, and I watched it, and that's Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Mm-hmm.
These names, anime names, are just basically what's the phrase they use? Uh basically there's supernatural things that occur during adolescence that are kind of like urban myths,
Mm-hmm.
and they're referred to in the show as puberty syndrome.
Right.
And the the main character comes across the bunny girl, where she's just a girl, but she's dressed up as a bunny. Uh, she's dressed up in like a hot girl bunny outfit, Playboy
Playboy
bunny
bunny.
esque.
Playboy bunny outfit. Yeah.
And just walking around the library, and it's because like her puberty syndrome thing is like no one can see her. Like there'll be points where no one can see her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because she was like or she was, and she goes back to it, but a big like child movie star actress, so she was always like in the limelight and all this
Mm-hmm.
and that, and then she ends up quitting and that's, I think, when her thing happens, and it's things that are associated with like their personalities,
Gotcha.
like the main character, he talks about his sister. She got like online bullied, where she was getting like bullied, and had like death threat comments to her and all this and that, and it caused her to like have basically she just like she well, there was a couple things with her. There would be these random like bruises and stuff like that that would just appear out of nowhere. Like I guess they were manifestations of the emotional bullying
Mm-hmm.
becoming physical.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where she just like something, I forget exactly the details, but and I don't really want to spoil too much, but something happens where she loses her memories. So like the little sister we see is not quite the one he grew up with,
Gotcha.
And boy, this is an emotional, like heart-wrenching like story. Like he comes across other characters who have other like there's one character who she's being asked out by someone, and she's that one of her friends likes, and she's really upset, and it's kind of a Groundhog's Day where like the day repeats because she doesn't want to progress further because she's afraid to reject him, and then her friend find out that he asked her out and all this and that, and
Gotcha.
but he's the like connecting factor to all this, though. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
able to see these things and help them out, and he's able to
main character syndrome is what we call that.
yeah, he's able to like he realizes, oh, this is the same day, and he has like a friend who's like she's like he's always talking to her in the science lab, and she's really smart, and scientific mind, and she's like trying to explain like oh, it's quantum phase shifting, or all this stuff, stuff like that, helping him work out through things, but explaining it through scientifically and not like it's magic,
Mm-hmm.
like and it's really good. And like the brother sister relationship is like there's little jokes here and there, you know, but it doesn't. But it's just like his sister teasing him. It's
Mhm.
nothing like, you know, that you would get grossed out about.
Right. It's not real.
Yeah, it's there's just some teases here and there, but like it's a really good brother sister. They really, you know, really good brother sister loving relationship, and I think you would you know, since you're close with your sisters and
Mhm.
as a brother, I think you'd really like that part of it too, because there are more things with her and stuff like that, and um it's really good. Like I watched this basically in one sitting almost.
Yeah, I know this was well received because I saw things about it after
Oh, there's a
it
season
ended.
2 coming.
Okay, well that also helps.
That's why season 1 got a dub. Is cuz
Gotcha.
at least that's what I saw. I think
Total
that's
sense.
cuz yeah, this has been out for years without a dub, and then all of a sudden a dub comes out and it's like, what?
Yeah,
I believe that's the reason why. Dream
I'm
of
looking it up.
Bunny Girl Senpai. Well, there's a doesn't look like anything official, maybe?
Yeah, I don't see anything on
Except
my anime
for
list.
I just googled the anime name, and it says there's in 2025 there's going to be a special, a Christmas special. Uh, I swear I saw something that said there was something season 2.
There's a movie
Yeah. Yeah.
that came out in 2019.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus anime premieres in 2025. This is Crunchyroll. Um, maybe I'm seeing people are predicting there's going to be a season 2. That's why that would explain the dub. Maybe I saw something like that. They're explaining why there was a dub all of a sudden, you know. Cuz it's strange cuz like yeah, it came out I feel like this came out years ago, right? Like
This came out in 2018.
oh yeah, so yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah,
And it finally got a dub. And they released it all at once, which was shocking.
odd.
Yeah. Hey, I was thrilled, you know. I was like, "Hey, this is one that I've been circling for years," and
Take in anything you give.
right? It is really good. And the show is broken down into like kind of arcs. Like the first couple episodes is about him and the girl, you know, who's turns invisible, you know, and you know, there's more explanations behind why she's invisible and all this and that to some people and not him. And you know, I just don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's not just like, oh, she's invisible and that's it. There's a lot more depth to it. But like the first few episodes is like dealing with that, and then the next couple is the one who repeats the days, you know. Then there's there's like I think like 4 arcs in the show. Um and the pacing is great. Like it feels a lot more than the 12 or 13 episodes that it actually is, you know. I will say I was impressed about the pacing of it. Um yeah, it's very good. Would recommend checking out. It's on Crunchyroll? Yeah, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, and it also says Netflix, but it also says may not be available in your area. So
Ah, okay. Yeah.
may
It
or
may
may
not be
not
dubbed
be on Netflix
either. Yeah, and it may or may not be dubbed and on Netflix either. but all of it's
True.
there dubbed in English. Real quick, have you seen like the piracy for anime is like being cracked down like quite a bit?
Well, it's also been kind of on the rise. Like a lot of fan sub had kind of gotten um has kind of gone up a bit because it came out that there are a number of like translators that are putting their own political agendas, like changing the story.
I think I remember you talking about that, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about like just in general, just like sub and dub, like yeah, like just like anime, like some of the popular sites, like pirate sites, they're not posting stuff anymore.
mm-hmm.
And there were and was it? I think I saw something. The Japanese government is like they're working on like AI program to take down these pirate sites and stuff like that. And like I saw something like there's a big initiative going on to like stop this stuff.
I mean, anime is, basically Japan's biggest export. I don't know if that's actually true, but
I mean, no, because the technology side.
True. Yeah.
I'm sure there's technology that makes a lot more than anime, but it's a big cultural media, yeah.
Yeah.
The US has Hollywood. Japan has anime.
Japan has anime.
India has Bollywood. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Japan is spending $2 million on AI to squash anime piracy. This was 6 days ago. Yeah. And like, I got Crunchyroll and I got High Dive, so I don't really pirate, but like there was a site that I would go to just because like the way it was laid out was very convenient because like it showed you what was new, what was new released,
Mm-hmm.
So I just like would go to the homepage and click, like dub and see the first front page and see what was new and be like, oh, that new episode of that? Okay, cool. And off to Crunchyroll or High Dive or whatever. But it's they haven't added anything new in like weeks and weeks, and they're one of the big piracy anime sites. Go Anime.
Oh right, I've heard of it.
Yeah, they haven't added anything new. They're the ones that took over after I think Kiss Anime got taken down for good. That was like one of the big ones, but yeah, so. But yeah, now I'm going to my anime list for the just added stuff. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that doesn't populate as like it should,
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm looking at the just added I'm just looking at my anime list /watch/episodes just added, and the newest Dragon Ball Daima says 6-7. But 10 came out today.
Huh.
This is what I'm looking at. So I don't know if I'm like I'm not looking at the right thing somehow, or but yeah, it doesn't look like everything. It doesn't look like it's updated like it should with what's out. I mean, they have Demon Slayer, and that wrapped up a while ago. I thought, right?
Well, that's not like what you just said. The link you just sent me. That's not the currently airing stuff.
Is that not? But it's just added. Like, I figured that's like the new stuff that was just
No,
released. It's not? Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely looking at that. Makes more sense, I guess.
that's the seasonal list.
uh, yeah, but okay, but like that doesn't. Does that show you like when the newest episode released though? I thought that's the link I had. I thought that was supposed to be like,
No,
oh, Dragon Ball Daima episode 10's out, for example.
now the
It was just
one.
added.
Let's see, I've never actually clicked on the videos on this site, so I've never.
Yeah, because I'm wanting I'm wanting to be able to click on something and see like, because oh, Dragon Ball Daima episode 10 just came out. Okay, instead of having to like go into Crunchyroll and High Dive and look individually, just having each day being able to click on something and seeing what new came out today, type of thing. If that makes sense.
No, I get it.
And that's why that pirate site, that's the only reason why I clicked on that pirate site, was just because it showed you what was new and what released, like in such a good way. Like it was reliable, as far as that goes. I never used it to watch anything because I have, High Dive and Crunchyroll, so.
Yeah, and
But
also this video is not available to be embedded, so you can't even watch it here. I don't know why that's even a thing on this site.
the link I showed you?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's supposed to be this episode was just added to, like, type thing, like what I'm wanting, when I'm, but like, it's not updating. It feels like, yeah, it's just not updating like it should,
Yeah.
which is weird, but I don't know. But yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised when I was like, I haven't watched anime in a while because, I've been like, for a good couple weeks, I was just listening to He Who Fights with Monsters. Like,
Oh yeah. How far are you on that?
what am I at? I'm on book 8.
Okay.
Uh,
So he's back.
oh, he's been back. Yes.
This is kind of, if I remember right, this is kind of like the peak of depression.
He's past that.
Okay.
Where they're at is they're battling. They're doing more of the builder battle stuff, but they just, I think, they technically just captured Sophia's mother.
Mm-hmm.
They just captured her.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're like trapped, and they were trapped, and when I ended, they were doing, like, he was doing something very reckless and risky to try to get them away, because there were like gold rankers surrounding them, and or not gold rankers, but like gold level, whatever the builder people are,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they were like, oh shit, we're gonna, but yeah, so it's been good. I have been liking it.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally why I blew through them all. Like, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And then I got caught up in, like, now I got nothing. The story's not done. I need
gotta
more.
say, when he got back and he partied up, and Clive goes, Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I laughed my ass off because he got the being
'Cause
able
he
to
got-
identify stuff
Right.
ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I laughed my ass off on that. Clive's one of my favorites. Like I was really liking Clive, and then it's like, oh, now he's in our world, and I'm like, damn it! Just when I was liking Clive, like,
Yeah, Clive went from a not likable character to a very likable character.
oh, and then when Taika comes back and he's like, hey, I slept with your mom, bro.
Taika is one of my favorite characters.
He's so good. Yeah, see, I was liking Taika, and then then he goes back to the other world and leaves. Like, yeah, but luckily Taika and I forget the other dude's name. The like,
Oh, the bomb guy.
yeah, the bomb guy. But like, they come back or they come through along
Yeah.
with like I guess 100 other people.
Yes.
Yeah, but they haven't really touched on that on like those people yet.
And they won't.
Oh, they won't. Okay.
I still haven't. They haven't through book 12. They still haven't done anything.
But yeah. It's funny how Taika is just like Taika playing Korg, and
That's just like this is Taika Waititi. Like
playing Korg, yeah, and from Thor, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's so good. Yeah. It works. I'm okay with it.
Did you catch the Game of Thrones change?
I was just telling a friend about that today. Yes.
That literally made me laugh.
I was telling her because we were talking about stuff. We were talking about like Lost, and it's I was like, yeah, Lost. I got into that show like when the last season was airing, so I wasn't too upset because like, I hadn't been watching it for years within that time invested. But like Game of Thrones, I was so mad when and blah blah blah. And then I told him about how like, yeah, it's funny because this audiobook I'm listening to, the author changes it to where the main character, he leaves the world, but he comes back and they're talking to him about Game of Thrones and how like it was scheduled for this amount of episodes, but they did a rewrite and they added more to really, and everyone loved
Everyone
Game of
loved
Thrones and
I laughed. I was like, oh yeah, that didn't happen.
yeah, I literally was telling a friend about that today, like in person. Yeah, it was, yeah, it's so funny.
And I looked it up,
but it's so sad.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Team Knight Rider was a thing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I did not. I was like, what is this thing you saw? I looked. Was that real? That was real. Oh my god.
There's a lot of like 80s spin-offs that just that are just lost and just random people's memories. Yeah. God, she gave Tina Turner and there was one other person she ended up giving Pat Benatar. I think she gave Pat Benatar
Yes.
as well as Tina Turner. What are they? The essences. Yeah. So they would never die.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I guess spoilers, but her God, what's her name?
Farrah.
Farrah. That they did not try to hide that. You could totally tell it was going to be her. Like as soon as you knew there was someone who came back, like,
yeah,
I was like, oh, that's Farrah. Maybe it's Sophia somehow. Like,
well, I mean, when they were discussing,
but it's Farrah. I know it is. Yeah.
Like when the World Phoenix, the Reaper, and
the Builder.
And the Builder were like discussing like that whole thing. Like they even said, we're throwing in someone with them.
But yeah, but like but you didn't know, like they kind of kept it mysterious, but not really.
Not really. Like I kind of knew.
You knew it was gonna. I knew it was gonna be. I was like 99% sure it was her, but there was that one little chance. I was like, it might be Sophia. Like,
I'm glad it wasn't.
I'm glad it wasn't either. Yeah, which it makes sense because like Fair didn't really get much like character building.
Yeah.
Before she died, they didn't really focus on her much. So so I was really glad that she came back and got her time to,
Yeah, and I am glad that like it wasn't, Sophie, so like her and Humphrey could actually hook up instead of like what they were kind of, like her and Jason. Is that
I mean,
that would not have been a good thing, I don't think.
But he told Belinda that he wasn't interested, like,
Yeah.
and all that. So yeah. Man, no.
But
boy, so much happens in that book series. Oh my god.
So Sophie and Humphrey and Belinda wanting crystal recordings of Sophie and Humphrey.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good book series. Yeah, I'm like
it is. Yeah. When does book 12 come out?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like waiting for, it's my book series that's getting me through till the Dungeon Crawler Car, which I almost caved because they released the cold reads. Sound Booth Theater released the full cold reads of it. And I was like, huh. But I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. I mean, it's the full book you can listen to right now, the cold reads of it.
Gotcha.
Because he does like sessions on like through either like streaming or the Discord channel. He does a lot, and like apparently they edited it all together, and it's like 16 or 17 hours long, which it's the cold read, so like there's gonna be more stuff added here and there, probably. And
well, the guy who reads He Who Fights Monsters streams his recordings on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, not Twitch, on TikTok. Because like I'll be scrolling on TikTok, all of a sudden he'll pop up, and he's doing one of his recording sessions.
Oh, is he working on book 12? Is that why you brought up book 12? Or
no.
Okay.
According to like Reddit here, a guess is March.
Gotcha. I'm halfway book 8, so I'm like I should be good. I gotta stop like doing nothing but listening to the book though. I gotta spread it out with other stuff, which is why I got back into anime and stuff like that. But anyways, what's something else you got?
Well, let's stick with anime. I have been watching a popular series, Dun Dun Dun, or as my dad called it, Dan Dan Dan.
That theme is everywhere. It's been stuck in my head.
Well, it's the same group that did the Mashal second season.
I haven't seen the Mashal second season one. Yeah, I haven't seen Mashal second season yet.
The song was viral, just like this one was. Basically, it's this I forget character names.
I'm bad with that. Yeah.
Yeah. This girl, she just got dumped by her boyfriend, or she just dumped her boy. No, she got dumped. That's what it was. And she's like, why can't I find a nice guy like 10k Takakura. Yeah, it's close enough. And apparently that's a Japanese actor, like the Japanese Clint Eastwood, basically.
Ah, okay.
Like, you know, that type of he played those type of roles. And she ends up coming, you know, crossing paths with this nerdy guy. And she kind of saves him from being bullying and stuff. And he kind of like, well, okay, here's my chance to make a friend. And he goes off about aliens. You know, aliens are real, all this stuff, oh, you know, all that kind of stuff. And she's like, well, I don't believe in aliens, but I believe in ghosts. So they kind of make a bet with each other. He goes to a known haunted place. She goes to a place that's, you know, has been a lot of alien activity kind of has been kind of spotted.
Or reported.
Well,
yeah.
Turns out they're both right. There's ghosts and aliens. And he gets possessed by an alien or by a ghost.
By a ghost that wants to gobble his banana. Yes.
No, his dong.
His dong. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The term banana is used though, right?
The banana is the aliens. The aliens one with the banana.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I've seen the first episode of banana.
This. I've seen the first episode of this. Yes. Yes.
And you know, he gets possessed, so he gets powers, basically. And he ends up jumping through their cell phone and saves her. And he then tells her name. His name is Ken Takakura. Same name as the guy she's looking for. She refuses. Like, no, your name is Okarun. No, you are not Ken Takakura. You're Okarun.
And she's got powers too.
When she was abducted, they kind of unlocked her psychic powers. Now she has kind of basically these mental hands. Basically, their hands kind of showing that she can do things with. You know, she can move objects, and she uses it to kind of hold his curse at bay, so he doesn't go wild. But she has to be in eye contact the entire time, which makes going to the bathroom interesting, especially when his dong is missing. He then gets it back, but his nuts are still gone, and that's kind of where we're at. They're looking for his nuts.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've started this. I've watched the first episode, so I know
it's on
the gist of it.
Everything. It's on Hulu. It's on Crunchyroll. It's on Netflix. Dub day of.
Someone. I saw a TikTok where they showed off like, I don't know if someone made it or if it was actually licensed, but they had like chocolate balls that was his like.
They're golden in the show, but yeah.
But I mean, they were chocolate, like
Yeah.
you like they were chocolates you could buy that were supposed to be like, you know, I think they were wrapped in gold foil. But yeah,
I mean, it's a round sphere. That's what it is. It's a round sphere.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
But like the fact that they licensed that for, you know, candy is just like, wow. Okay, yeah, that's something they would do in Japan. Like
it is, but I was like, hey, there's, you know, a candy that's around and a gold foil. Let's just, yeah,
right. It's no different from like a, you know, chocolate orange or a gold coin, a chocolate coin, or
exactly.
Like yeah.
But the show is good. It's funny. It's got a budget. Like you can tell by the animation. Like it's got a good budget.
The style is taking it's taking a little bit for me to get used to.
Yeah. Like
it looks good, but it's just the style is a little different than I'm used to.
Yeah, especially like when you get to like the paranormal stuff, then like the style kind of will maybe go weird.
Oh yeah, the aliens, like in
yeah.
the first episode.
Yep.
Yeah, they were very bizarre.
But I do. It is worth a watch. I think it is funny.
It's not all out yet, right?
No, it is still coming out.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I just started this recently, so because I'm like, this is everywhere. Everyone's talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of what made me watch it too. Like I don't always do that with shows that I see everywhere, but this one I did.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching more of this for sure.
Yeah, like I said, it's Hulu, Crunchyroll,
did you see
Netflix.
Stupid what's it called? Like there was some stupid like controversy with like the voice actor of the guy and
yes,
like some picture some fan made, and it's just like, what are you doing, people?
It is dumb.
It's so dumb. Was it the
voice actor
made
is black?
Oh, go ahead.
So there was a fan art that made the main character black,
and people were getting upset.
He made that his profile picture on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like understandable.
And people in Japan went bonkers. They're trying to ruin anime. They're changing. It's a fan art. I think they're seeing that and like, oh, across the seas they changed him to be black. No, it's fan art.
Yeah, I mean,
but they're acting like they changed it over here. Like they changed the main character to be black.
They're acting like it's Disney with redheads.
Pretty much.
Which nobody seems to have an issue with.
I do.
At least not enough to where I like redheads too. Yeah. I mean, my favorite anime characters are redhead, so but yeah, but they're acting like, yeah, it's something like oh, they're doing a live adaptation, but they're totally disrespecting because they're changing, or it's like whitewashing or whatever. But it's just
I literally saw the term black whitewashing.
Wow.
And
that's
I also saw Clan. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's. I haven't seen that much.
I saw a TikTok, and that's what it was about.
I just saw the fact that someone was explaining like that what the situation was, and I was like, that's dumb. That's either people being too sensitive or people
that's
being
exactly what it is.
Racist. It's
both. It's both. I mean, Japan is, they're not good with race. Like they have a racism issue. Like they have a racism issue just like it is over here.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Oh, they are incredibly xenophobic. Like if you can't speak Japanese, they don't want to talk to you. Like they will kick you out of restaurants.
Is that like the older generation, or is that all of?
It's a lot of the older generation.
Okay, so the newer generation, I would think the newer generation would be a little more, probably better.
Like I saw YouTube videos, like people who moved to Japan, who are from like Europe or America. I've seen multiple. Like there are certain restaurants that will not let you sit if you are white, because they assume you are a tourist.
That's crazy.
Even if you live there.
Wow.
Now, it may not be like that. It probably isn't like that everywhere, but that's just some of the stuff that I saw.
Gotcha. See, I thought they loved like art because I don't know if they still do this, but didn't they? I mean, there was such a trend of them like making their skin as white as can be, right?
Mhm.
Like that was such a thing, like in the mid 2000s, right? 2010s. I don't know if it's still a thing,
I honestly
but like
don't know.
the girls would do like everything to make their skin like actually white. You know?
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure in China it's still like that.
Gotcha.
Korea too, I think. Like South Korea, of course.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's weird, but yeah. Yeah. I've seen lots of good, but then there was some bad regarding this. That one thing I said, which was just like, this is just stupid and ignorant.
It
Like,
is. It's dumb.
you know, cue Michael Jackson South Park version. You're being ignorant.
You're being ignorant.
Stop it. You're being ignorant. So good. But yeah. It seems like this is going to be a fun show for sure.
Yeah, it is. Also, voice actor in the dub is Johnny Young Bosch for the main character, aka Adam Park from.
Wait for the dub?
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
It's been a while since I've heard him in anything.
So it's the Japanese voice actor who's black?
Maybe it's okay. Let me look it up.
I'm confused. Like,
Or he sounds just like Johnny Young Bosch. I didn't actually look it up. Dude has two voices, so one voice could be Johnny Young Bosch. Okay, maybe he just sounds like Johnny Young Bosch. Because I swore.
because I was like, we were just talking about
We were just
the
talking
voice
about it,
and then
I go off and say something I
that
was
was like
not
contradicted.
was
I
not
was like, wait,
thinking
what?
at all. Like
I was like, wait, the Japanese voice is the one who's what?
No, it's not.
Okay.
He just sounds so much like him that I thought it was and never looked it up. And then I saw the controversy and then never questioned my own thought that
Gotcha.
he's the voice actor. Because he has two voices. One that is kind of a nerdy kind of a voice, and then when he transforms into Turbo Granny, he's got a very low and laid back voice. It sounds very much like
gravelly. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm watching this. I'm watching the trailer you have, and like, yeah, those aliens are just creepy. Oh, they creeped me out, especially that the style.
I'm trying to think like what character of his he sounds like. Maybe Bleach of Johnny's. You know, he sounds a bit like Ichigo.
See, I've always meant to get into Bleach because I feel like I would like it.
I did long years ago,
but I just haven't gotten into it. You know, it's not like Naruto where I'm like I tried and I just don't like Naruto. Like,
and you can believe it. I can Naruto either.
Oh, that's good, Stuart. That's really good.
I make that joke. I've made that joke before.
But yeah, I feel like I would like Bleach though. I feel like I definitely would like it. You know.
It is definitely one of
Yeah.
those, dude starts weak and gets more, more powerful, powerful, enemies come out of nowhere that are more powerful, it's definitely one of those. Like, oh, there
Gotcha.
happens to be another guy who's even more powerful. But what is your next thing?
My next thing is actually an anime I saw on TikTok. It was a video of of this anime on TikTok, and I'm like, what is this? And I hunted down and started watching it and really liked it. It's an old anime
This is an
apparently.
old anime. Yeah.
Yeah. But Amagi Brilliant Park.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like, oh, I've probably scrolled by this so many times, and I'm like, what, amusement park? No, pass. One of those type of things, like, but like the clip was like the opening of the show where like the main character is held at gunpoint, and the beautiful girl's like, we're going to the amusement park, and he's like, are you asking me on a date? And I'm like, that just like got me, like, that was the clip, and I'm just like, what even is this, like? And I didn't even I'm surprised when I see that, when I watch it, and that's the opening first scene of the whole entire show was that. I figure that was probably a scene later on, something like that, like, oh, the girl, starts to fall for him, and then something happens and it leads to, no, just it opens up with, he's basically talking to the girl, and she pulls a gun on him and says, you're taking me to the amusement park, and we're going, all this and that. Basically, um I guess in this show, uh the amusement parks are or at least it makes it seem like all the amusement parks are like actually like they're actually people from a different world.
Okay.
Like, we're watching the guy in the bear costume, that's not a bear costume. That's that's who the character is. They're from a different world.
I thought I saw a clip of the show because this is 10 years old. So I've seen clips of the show over the years. I thought I saw a clip where the main dude was in that costume and pretended to be him.
There's there are situations where other characters are in costumes of other characters,
Okay.
pretending to be them, but like the actual character that looks like it's a bear costume, that it's not a costume. That's just who that character is.
Gotcha.
Same goes for like the others, the other characters, like their little like cute little characters, and they all have their own personalities. Like one of the cute little characters is a total like horn dog,
Of
which is
course.
which is hilarious. I think there's another character that's got I want to say gambling problem, or it's all about gambling. But the main he ends up going on a date, like he thinks is a date, and he goes to the amusement park, and it's like the most rundown, like pathetic thing you could think of. Like it's bad, Stuart. Like, it's not a good amusement park. And she's like delivering the descriptions to each ride or each attraction they go on in just this just monotone voice, where where you can tell it was written to be like saying it enthusiastic, and
Gotcha.
it makes it even funnier considering what she's saying, and then what the actual amusement park or the actual attraction is, And yeah, as we just saw on the thing, like yeah, the tracks are not aligned right on some of the rides, and you know it's just run down. But apparently for whatever reason they they reached out to him in order to because and he was like a child actor too, apparently, and he's like very narcissistic and is like, oh, I'm so pretty and of course you would want me and blah 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 and all this and that, and he's really arrogant, arrogant, narcissistic, all that. But they chose him to try to turn the park around because if they don't get if they don't if they don't get a total of 500,000 people to visit the park um before the year mark is up or whatever, because this is like in their contract they have to do that at least once every 3 years, and this is upcoming the third year, or they'll lose the amusement park, and without the joy of the people have at the amusement park, that's what like feeds the magic for the people and all this and that. It's one of those things where it's like, the people who come to the amusement park who have fun and all that, they produce some sort of like magical property that like is what gives the characters life and from the other world and stuff like that. And it's basically he's having to like turn everything around, you know, fix things, deal with all kinds of crazy, wacky characters. The story goes a lot more in depth later on. There's a lot of extra reveals, and more stakes are become on the line, so to speak. You know, as he finds out more things, like fates of certain characters and stuff end up depending on this. It is a pretty fun anime. Like I said, I just came across, like, I've been seeing like random animes where there's just clips of random animes, and it was just like, oh, there's a girl who's holding a guy up at gunpoint demanding he goes on a date. I can give this a try. Like, this seems crazy enough, I haven't seen this before. What? Like,
Yeah, like I said, I've seen like clips and stuff of this over the because over the years. I just never watched it.
yeah, it's like, it's like, oh, anime about an amusement park. What? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, never judge a book by its cover, honestly. Like, or an anime by its cover art. This was actually really good. Like the voice dialogue was the dub was great. Story was pretty good. It's wacky when it needs to be, but really intense and serious when it needs to be as well.
I'm kind of shocked there's only 13 episodes.
Right?
Like I figured this would be at least a 24 or a two season anime.
Is it only 13? I thought it was 13, and then there was a untitled or
There's
episode.
a sequel special.
Sequel special, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, it was untitled when I was watching it. Yeah, okay. Or unnumbered. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's enjoyable, I've been coming across a lot of animes that I'm like, I don't think I've seen this one. Or if I have, it hasn't been a long time. I'm going to save this and go back through my saved TikToks and, when I need something to watch. And this would just happen to be one of those, just
do that while you can.
Like I said, I was so surprised when that scene was like the opening of the show. It just throws you into him being held at gunpoint, her demanding they go to the amusement park on a date. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, we just jump into this. No backstory, nothing, just okay. And they sprinkle backstory throughout, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd recommend checking out. It's a good, like, if you have an afternoon to binge an anime, you know, it's a good one of those for sure. What else you got?
To my last anime. Another one that's currently airing that I'm watching. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history.
Ooh, this is on my to watch list because it's still airing, right?
It's still airing, yes.
Yeah,
Gotcha. And it is being dubbed. This is one of those character, gets sucked into an Otome game, and becomes the villain. It's one of those
newest genre of animes,
basically
subgenres.
Yes,
because it's a subgenre of isekai, technically.
Basically, yes, which is a subgenre. Yeah, this is another one of those. And instead of like the others, like, oh, I'm the villain, I don't want to die, I don't want to become the villain. Instead, she's like, I'll become the best villain. Because apparently, like, a lot of because like when she played the game, she wanted to hook up with the prince, but she didn't like the choices that she had to make to do it. Like, it was too, like, froofy, too flowery, like, everything is good and well in the world, a lot of that. And the main character does eventually come across the hero of the game, and she is like that. She is, everybody be nice and let's just be good to each other. And she's like, oh God, like, and you're supposed to save the world. The world will not be safe with you. You're too nice. You're too positive. You don't have a realistic look on life. So, and the king actually agrees with her. And she kind of, okay, you are going to watch over the sage. And she goes, okay, I'll be the villain. I will be the person to make her think of, of not just like everything is sunshine, not everything's, like, oh, there's, a country that needs help. Just sending help is may not be the correct thing to do. Sending, just giving them food may not be the right thing.
Yeah.
So, and the sage is kind of hinted at in the earlier episodes, but in the later episodes it's pretty much confirmed. It is confirmed that she has this mental, I don't know if it's conscious or not, but this mental hold over everyone around her to make her absolutely fall in love with her and be devoted to her. And the main character is immune to it. So, because she,
the main character of the show or the main character of the game?
Well, the main character of the game has this power, and the main character of the show is immune.
Okay. Just trying to, yeah. Okay.
So because she argues with the sage, she's bullied, or she tries to be, people try to bully her but fail because she's smart. And yeah, so like you see like things around the sage aren't wholesome, but she tries to be wholesome on the outside, and it's interesting. I try to ignore the fact that like everyone in the show except the main character of the show is like in their 20s and she's like 15, including the love interests.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
Because, you know,
That's like
there's this
teetering on the lolly side of things, right?
there's this magic academy that you don't go to, you know, as a noble until you're 15. Well, her brother goes and he's in the same class as the prince. 3 years later, she's able to get into that academy 3 years early.
Okay.
So they've been at the academy for 3 years already. So they're 18, she's 13. It's like, hold up. No. This is wrong. And then there's another time gap that puts her to 15, but everyone else is 20 but still in school. I
That's
think
a fancy.
I don't think they thought about the ages too much.
Oh, they never do. Yeah. I will say it's impressive, these villainous animes. You'd think there'd be more crap. You'd think them just pumping them out, it'd be like, oh, that's just gonna be a copy of this other one. But they've all been kind of slightly different with their own
They've been unique and they've all been pretty good.
The only thing I have an issue with, Stuart, is the fucking naming schemes and having to. Which one is this? Is this the one where she doesn't want to be, or is this the one where she's horny and she's, you know, trying to get with all, or is this the one where like it just like the names? It's hard to keep track of them when they all have the similar names, you know.
Yes.
That's my only complaint, is like trying to keep track of
it's just like, which villainous show is this?
Yeah. And we haven't gotten a villain. Like, we haven't gotten a one where it's a male yet. Have we?
We have gotten a male Otome show. Like where a guy gets sucked into a Otome game.
Oh, where he becomes like the villain though? Like, of the game?
No.
Yeah, we haven't had that one. So expect that one to come in the future when they run out of ideas. But yeah, I got this on my watch list for sure. I'm just waiting for this to finish up.
Yeah, it's on. What episode is it on? 11. For the sub and 8 on the dub.
Gotcha. Okay, so probably into the beginning of the year is when it will probably. Yeah, gotcha. Boy, and this, oh man, have you seen all the anime coming out for the winter schedule?
The only thing
There's so many.
The only thing I'm focused on is So Lovely.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, I'm looking forward to. Was it Dr. Stone?
Dr. Stone, I see that. Apothecary Diaries. I've seen people really like it on TikTok, but
that's on my watch list too. That's one of the next ones I'm gonna watch for sure. There's a lot I'm excited for. Yeah, for the winter one.
Oh, another Fate series. Fate Strange Fake. Okay.
Yeah, that's out already, right?
No. Starts December 31st.
No, I thought I saw an episode out of that already. Huh. Okay.
Well, not according to my anime list.
Gotcha. I did see one of I saw an anime announcement that had me happy but sad because it's so far away. A new season of Ascendance of a Bookworm in 2026.
Oh wow.
I'm like, yeah, oh no. Why so far away? I love that one. But it's funny you bring up Solo Leveling, Stuart, because that's my next one.
I kind of had a feeling there was going to be somewhere. So how was it?
It was really good. Solo Leveling, is it just Reawakening or
Yes.
yeah, Reawakening. It's the first season summarized, and then the first 2 episodes of season 2. So you haven't seen this yet.
No, but I have read the manga, so I know what happens.
Gotcha. I will say, I got a reference because of you. You showing me the voice actors TikToks
Okay.
because they made a reference, and I saw an interview where he confirmed it. But there's a scene where his sister wakes him up and goes, "Wakey, wakey."
That is funny. That is actually funny.
Popped in my head, and when I saw that, I'm like, "Oh my god, is that? Oh wait, is that a reference, or is that just like, because wakey? I don't know." And then later, I saw an interview where someone was bringing that up to him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you caught that, because yeah, that's we definitely put that in, and and I'm like, oh, that's so good, that's so good." But they did a good job recapping. I saw this with a friend who I kind of forced to watch the first season. I'm like, I'm sharing my Crunchyroll with him, and I'm like making him watch certain animes. Basically, um, ones I know he would like, and ones that are like, that I really love, like, this Goblin Slayer. He's on Goblin Slayer right now. Fairy Tale.
Forcing Fairy Tale on the guy?
Kaiju
Damn.
8.
Damn, you might as well force One Piece on him too.
It's not that bad.
It's
Fairy
like,
Tale's not bad. It's only like 200 and something, right?
It's still a lot.
I mean, it's one of my favorite. I named my dog after Urza. Come on now.
Hey, I get it.
He knows my dog, so I'm like, this is how I got my dog's name. Watch this.
I get it.
Hey, I gave him warning. I said, here's a couple really good ones that are shorter, on the shorter side, and there's one really long one. I told him I don't expect you to watch all of the, like to marathon this, but give it a shot. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. But so yeah, I went and saw with him, and he had a friend who came who hadn't seen any of it.
Okay. Did he follow along?
He did. He kind of his only complaint was he felt it was a little long, and I'm like, yeah, well, I guess, but like, I mean, there was a recap of whole season 1.
Yeah.
And I told him like, my friend was like, you got to watch it. You got to watch, and I'm like, yeah, actually, you could, because there's a lot of details that they didn't really quite, put in that recap. Like, the first time they show the penalty world,
Mm-hmm.
was when he was fighting, when he was doing the when he was fighting the knights in armor, and all that. Yeah, at the end.
Ignis.
Yeah, so yeah, Ignis and all that. And so it's like, I was telling him, yeah, they explained like the penalty world and stuff like that. Much, they show that, and it was a lot harder when he first entered it, and he almost didn't survive it, and all Like they go through. There's a lot more details and stuff like that in the actual show versus, But for the most part, it was a good recap. They did a pretty good job. Boy, it looks so good on a theater screen.
I'm sure it does.
Man, it's so good. The first, oh man, can't wait for season 2. Like, those first 2 episodes, and I couldn't tell where episode 1 ended and where episode 2 began. Like, it just ran so smoothly together, and then it was just like that when it ended, I was like, oh, that was both episodes. Okay. Like, they did a really good job putting those 2 episodes together and making them,
So I'm assuming just
blend.
from the trailer, it was the ice elves. It was that whole
Yes.
the Red Gate.
Yes.
Okay.
Which was like, holy shit. Like, that
Yeah.
was some intense stuff.
I'm trying to think if it's after this, because there's a quick in the webtoon. There's a quick little bit, and I don't know if it's after this or after another thing that it gets hinted about, like what's actually going on, like what the system actually is. Because I don't think they will get to it in the anime. I don't think they'll touch on that. I think if there is a season 3 or 4, they'll end it there. They won't go into what the system is, because that gets into a whole like, what the fuck is going on? It gets kind of weird.
I don't know why they wouldn't at least have a season 3 with how the hype for season 1 leading up to season 2. Like, I'm sure there's going to be at least a season 3. Whether there's a season 4, who knows? People could fall off by then.
See, how many episodes is season 2? Do we know?
I don't know. All I know is that the movie was the first 2.
It's a question mark. Unknown.
And it was there was a break. They did do a break, like on screen, or not a break, but like a breakup from the recap of season 1 to season 2. So it was, if you hadn't watched, I mean, we would know because we watched it. So
right.
We know how season 1 ended. But like, it did pop up on the screen and was like, basically like a title card kind of type thing that was saying, this is now where season 2 begins. So
gotcha.
It was very accommodating for people who hadn't seen it, And the guy and my friend's friend who joined us, like, yeah, he for the most part enjoyed it quite a bit, and thought it was good and liked it. So, and was able to keep up with a lot of things. And he was a little confused because I guess my friend didn't tell him that the first part was a recap. He was like, man, it seemed like things were going by pretty quickly, and just jumped into. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the recap of season 1. Yeah. But it was really good.
And there were new like redone scenes, right? Like they.
I would believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Like I thought so some of the, I thought I heard somewhere that like some of the scenes were slightly changed. Like maybe instead of like this part of the, because like they cut stuff out of the webtoon. Like, instead of like they cut this out but added this that they cut out before. Like new scenes.
Not a whole lot of new stuff. I feel like there was a few little extra things here and there. But I wouldn't be surprised if they like if some of the stuff was redone or touched up so it would work, so it would, show well on a theater screen for sure.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because it looked amazing. But then again, just standalone, it looks amazing anyways. Like
Yeah.
it's such a good anime. I really enjoyed it. Did I send you the TikTok where it was like, I can't believe this actor is the same for these
Yes.
two characters, and it was him for this, and then what's his name from Demon
From
Slayer?
Demon Slayer. Yeah. I sent it to my sister too, who has seen both shows. She's like, I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, he's the same
you
guy.
can hear it. Like if you
Yes.
if you once you're told, you can hear it for sure. But yeah, it's great. Oh, but yeah, I'm so excited to rewatch.
Have you
more.
have you seen any of the abridged?
Yeah. I've sent you some. Yeah.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah, and you told me, oh yeah, I've seen this all. I've been seeing these too.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched it, but I'm tempted.
I don't know. There's a lot of like his sister and is into him type stuff, and you're not big on that.
Well, it's also it's not actually part of the show. So
yeah, but just the thought of it, like there's one I saw. There was a clip where it was like, like he was drinking beer while she was eating or whatever, and they were talking or whatever, and it was like quest. He has a quest, and he's like, God, I hope you're adopted. Because it was like complete or die, and he was like, God, I hope you're adopted. But yeah, man, some of those abridged stuff is like, what? This is like way, like, man, it's like the Dragon Ball Z abridged was like, okay, that's funny, whatever. But some of these these newer ones are like unhinged, like
all the sort of online abridged makes Kirito, look like an absolute maniac.
I think I've seen one from that, yeah. But yeah. I think I think there's Goblin Slayer abridged, right? I think I've seen a clip from that.
Is there?
I want to say.
Would not be surprised. Yeah,
but
it auto completed.
Yeah, I want to say I saw a clip from that and was like, oh wow. But yeah, I'm definitely, this was like, I I was like really looking forward to this. It was like, oh yeah, I'm going to see this for sure. No, this is like the one of the few things I'm looking forward to for the holiday season is watching Soul Leveling Reawaken. Just because, man, that first episode that first season was so good.
Yep.
It just came out of nowhere, like, at least for me, anyways. But yeah, you got anything else?
One more thing. I saw a little show on Amazon. It's not quite done yet. Only half of the episodes are out. Called Secret Level. Basically, it is Love, Death, and Robots, but with games. I'm not saying video games, I'm just saying games. So there is an episode on Dungeons and Dragons. There's an episode on Warhammer 40K. Pac-Man. Armored Core. Crossfire. Unreal Tournament. Sifu. And I think, am I missing one? I did this off the top of my head. Oh, and New World.
Yeah,
That was
the
one I forgot.
World.
I watched all of these in one sitting. They're like 15, 20 minutes each. Only 8 episodes are out at the moment.
I watched the first 3.
Okay.
I started watching this, and I had to leave to go do something after I finished 3. So that's why I didn't have the time to watch all of them at once. So, or I probably would have.
Just like Love, Death, and Robots, there are some of these like I want more. Like, continue, please. And I know it'll never happen.
I'll say this might be one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best acting performances.
I was like, that guy sounds a little bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pulled up the
Pause.
Yeah,
pops up.
Pops up. It is him. His accent's almost not there. Wow, it's not as heavy as it used to once was.
And like his actual acting, was really good in this.
It was.
Like, I'm not even kidding. It might be one of his best actual acting performances. You know, like.
And
pretty good.
I'll quickly kind of run down each of the episodes. The Dungeons and Dragons one I liked it a lot. That's one I like. I want more of that one.
It looked amazing. Oh my god.
It was so well done.
It almost looked like realistic. Like,
yeah.
Like it looked like how like I haven't seen the actual movie, but like the Warcraft movie, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like just slightly below that, but yeah, I will agree. Like it was really good, really good. Like, and of course, like, oh, at the end, here's Tiamat. End of episode. Fuck. Sifu. I've never played the game. I don't know what the story is at all, but that was good. I think I know what happened.
He's able to reincarnate when he dies, but he gets older every time.
It takes part of his life. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was happening. But I was like, it's a good ad for the game. I'll tell you that. Pretty good ad for the game. Just kind of made me want to I pulled up Steam, like, how much is it? Okay, it's on sale right now too.
Oh, of course, I'm sure.
New World. That's the one that has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and this is probably the goofiest episode out of all the ones that are out. This is the goofiest episode. Yeah, it just reminded me so much of Dormammu. I'd like to make a deal. It was literally that,
right? But it's heartwarming at the end. Like,
yeah,
it's got a good ending.
Oh,
for sure.
It was good. I was like, well, too bad New World wasn't. I didn't enjoy it.
All right. It's like, they had to because it was an Amazon game, so I'm sure that was part of their sales pitch.
Right.
To making the show.
Right.
But hey, it turned out to be a good episode.
Unreal Tournament was the next episode. I played a lot of Unreal Tournament 2004 back in the day, and I enjoyed this one immensely. This is another one I like. More of this one, please. I want more of this one. Because even though I've not played Unreal Tournament since college, I was like, I recognize that gun, I recognize that map, I recognize those characters. Like, that's awesome. Oh, there's another map I'm recognized. Yay, he's saying double kill. Yay, the announcer's there. But he didn't say holy shit. Damn it. It's really good. That's a really good one. That's another good one. The Warhammer 40k episode. I have played a Warhammer 40k game. I know there's a deep lore that I have no interest in getting in. Like
Space Marines, that's all I know.
yeah, there's a whole lot to it. I'm sure it was a lot better for people who are Warhammer fans. I'm not saying it was a bad episode, but like it didn't, like I didn't, didn't end with going more, please. So
well, they're also doing a live action show.
There's talk of a show. I don't know if it's actually happening.
Well, I think Henry Cavill is like starring and producing in it.
He's tied to it, yeah. But I don't know if it's happening or not. Like how far in the process it is.
I thought I saw something recently that's made it seem like it was for sure going to happen. Let's look. Warhammer 40,000 TV series locked and loaded at Amazon with Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill breaks silence on Warhammer TV show and teases an amount of... Okay. Henry Cavill confirms Warhammer series has officially begun work. So yeah.
Okay.
It happening.
Okay. Who knows when it's actually going to come out?
Just don't treat him like Netflix did with The Witcher.
For some reason, I don't think they will. Next episode was Pac-Man. And I was so like, how are they going to make Pac-Man have a story? What the fuck did I just watch? That was fucked up. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't what I was expecting at all. Take what you know about Pac-Man and forget it. But also, I'm like, I kind of want more of that one, though. Because it was... next one was Crossfire, which wasn't the Crossfire I was thinking. I'm like, that game with the balls?
You've been caught in the crossfire.
No. Yeah, that's what I was like, And then it started, I'm like, oh yeah, there was a shooter, a military shooter called Crossfire, right? It was super generic, like military story. I will say that one, though.
Was that the PlayStation one that got canceled after like 2 weeks?
No, that one has yet to come out. That one's Concord.
No, that did. Okay, Concord did come out, and they canned it after 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, is that an episode that's coming out
on
this?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, it's not out yet.
Wow, that's gonna be funny.
Because honestly, because that's how I heard about this show. It was Concord got canceled, and I was on a podcast. I was like, well, what's going to happen with the secret level episode? Like, what a secret level? Oh, cool. But it's still happening. It's that episode's still going to come out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Sony must have paid them some money.
I'm like, it was done by that point. Like, that's the only reason why it would still come out. Like, it was done. Like, yeah.
Because there's no way they would risk doing a whole episode on something like that if Sony didn't like. Pay
they were behind. Know? They were behind Crossfire completely, or Concord completely.
Yeah. I mean, the show. There's no reason the show would choose that game unless they were like.
Oh yeah.
Had an incentive, you know. That's crazy. That was only lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
yeah,
Brink
Crossfire.
lasted longer than that.
It's like a Call of Duty clone, basically, and it was kind of that.
Gotcha.
But I will say this: that one I kind of had to think, like, is this live action? Because holy shit, like that one was probably the best looking one out of all of them, even better than the Dungeons and Dragons one. Like that one.
Oh
looked,
wow!
Like
That's,
I'm like,
okay.
This looks real. At first, I will say that at first. Armored Core. That's another one. That's actually probably the one I want the most. And I'm not an Armored Core fan. Like I played one of the games, but that was really cool. Also Keanu Reeves. Like
That's the one with Keanu. Okay.
He was the face and the voice. And yeah, I want more of that one because that one was really cool. The ones that are coming out next Wednesday, Outer Worlds. I'm looking forward to that one. Pac-Man. I'm sorry, Mega Man. Sorry.
Oh, Mega Man.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, interesting. Exodus. I know the name. I don't know what type of game it is. I can almost see the cover, but that's it. I don't know what it is. Spelunky. Concord, which the joke that was made on the podcast was, imagine if the Concord episode was amazing, but the game failed.
Right.
Honor of Kings is another episode. And then the last episode is just called Playtime. I don't know what that is. A range of characters track down a valuable item in a virtual world. Whatever that is.
Interesting. Wonder if it's like a crossover thing.
I don't know. But
yeah, I'll probably watch the rest of them tonight.
Secret Level. It's on Amazon Prime. Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this was out, and that Chris Evans Rock Christmas movie's also out already on Prime. That was quick.
Still a bit. You got one more thing?
I got one more thing. I had to stop watching Secret Level in order to go see another movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. I saw The Lord of the Rings, The War of the
Rohirrim.
Man. Rohirrim. There we go. Rohirrim.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Rohirrim.
Yeah. This looks. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, an animated animated movie based in the Lord of the Rings world. Okay, cool. When saw it, oh my god, this was amazing. It was so good. It's like it kind of hits all the beats you expect it to, you know. There's the villainous character who grew up with the princess. You know, she rejects him basically, and well, the father also the king also kills the villain's like father with one fucking punch.
That
one
right there?
punch.
That right there?
Yeah. And they don't show it in the trailer, but he's like, you all saw it was just one punch, you know. It's like, wow, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, he ends up the main character Wolf. He ends up like, once she rejects him and his dad dies, he gets banished. The king banishes him and all that, and he ends up building an army to attack them. And um, they're basically forced into like Helm's Deep.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I guess it is Helm's Deep. Like,
I mean, it's Gondor,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, yeah, that's where they would go.
no, not Gondor.
No, not Gondor. Um, Rohan.
Rohan. Yeah, Rohan. Yeah, the writers of Rohan. Yeah, it's Rohan. But yeah, they go back to what is Helm's Deep, and and they're stuck there during the winter, and they're struggling, and basically she ends up saving the day. Like, just I don't want to spoil too much. It's gorgeous looking. It's a style that, like, it took me a little to get used to. Like, there was some at the beginning, like it took a little to getting used to from the style and how the animation works, but like shortly after, I was just like, oh, I'm hooked. This is so good. It looks, I mean, it really does look amazing.
Yeah, I've seen the trailers. I'm so waiting for this to come out on streaming.
Yeah. But it's really good. It's like 2 hours 15 minutes, so it's like it's a
Okay.
decent length
Yeah.
movie. It touches the all the points you would expect for a movie story like this. And it's really good. I don't want to. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, like I said, because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's definitely worth watching, just as a cool animated, movie. But also, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, definitely it doubles for that too.
Yeah.
It makes me want to rewatch the Lord of the Rings. Actually, it's like, God, do I have like 12 hours, like, just to watch the movies again?
Sure you do.
I probably will. Yeah, I probably will rewatch them. It's like, subscribe to HBO Max for like a month on the 4K tier, so I can watch them again, and so I can watch them all in 4K on my new TV.
Right. Uh-huh.
I feel like that'd be worth it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this was really good. Like, really enjoyable. A lot of little references. At the end of the trailer right there, you see that it's an orc picking up rings, and
Uh-huh.
they make that in the movie. There's a reference to that, and
Do they say how long before Lord of the Rings this takes place?
They don't say. This was before any of the rings happened. Like,
I kind of figured it was.
they don't give an actual date, but they talk about, like, oh, there are many great stories that some never hear about, and this one but takes place. You may have heard one about the rings or whatever. This takes place, something like that. Like
Approximately 183 years, according to Google.
Okay. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it was really good. Man, there were some scenes in this, some that I was just like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? This is like some action scenes that were like high quality stuff, Stuart. Especially, there's one with the king. That's all I'll say. And it's not this we're seeing
It's
right
not
here.
that punch.
No. It's like, who is this guy? Like, that's, so very good. Very good. But yeah, definitely wanted to go see that. Those the two movies I wanted to see, and it's like, there's nothing else I want to see in the theaters for like quite a while. You know,
You don't want to see Red One?
that's on Prime Video now for free. If you have Prime, that is.
I do.
I do. Yeah. So I'll probably watch that. I'll probably watch it, free streaming from that, of course. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that's it for me. Very long, but like you said, it's like a month. It's been like a month. So
Yeah.
we've had a lot to talk about.
I watch more stuff, but I'll kind of hold them
I did
in my back pocket for when
there's a few
when stuff.
There's a few other things that I felt wasn't important enough to really mention, and then some that I just started that I haven't watched enough to really like
Sure.
be able to talk about too much. So I guess with that we can wrap things up. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Stuart's at Casual Terror. I'm at WillPlayGames_. Be sure to follow Stuart on Twitch, twitch.tv/Casual Terror.
I'm not on Twitter.
You're not on Twitter.
I'm on Blue Sky now.
Ah.
Yeah,
well,
it popped up at the wrong time, but below it was the Blue Sky logo.
Gotcha.
That I've been using Blue Sky and been liking Blue Sky a lot. It's not like whenever I go on Twitter, I get nothing but ads, or I get stuff from people I don't follow.
Yeah.
But Blue Sky doesn't have that issue yet.
The whole only thing is like people just haven't fully decided to switch yet.
Yeah. And I will say I also have already more followers on Blue Sky than I ever did on Twitter.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Because there are like what they call starter packs. Basically, somebody collects a bunch of the users from like different communities and say, here's everybody, and a big old follow all button.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So I'm on one of those. And so that's how I've gotten so many damn followers so damn quick.
Nice. Yeah, I need to just create one just because. Just to have one. So if I haven't already, I can't remember if I have or not, but
probably wouldn't hurt because I've seen some of the streamers that I followed on Twitter that are now using Blue Sky. See, there it is.
Yeah. See, I was telling you, I've seen lots of waves of this where the people get tired of Twitter and they go to this or Mastodon or something else, and then they end up just coming back to Twitter. And
Mastodon is more like Discord.
Yeah, or Trends. Trends was another one that.
Threads.
Threads. That's what it is. Threads. Yeah.
Threads is tied to like
Instagram.
Instagram, and if you delete, like you don't want Threads anymore, you have to delete your Instagram and Facebook account.
Yeah, it's dumb. And I think you know who uses Threads for everything? James Gunn.
Really?
He does like all of his announcements and reveals and stuff on Threads. How weird is that?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, real quick on Blue Sky though, just like there's an follow all button or a thing that people can collect. There's also a block. Like here's a bunch of people who, you probably don't want to associate with. Block those.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's just how long till that one gets corrupted? Twitter had a good run until Elon bought them.
It started going downhill before then, though.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
I guess with
and
that,
I've actually been posting on Blue Sky, unlike I
Oh,
ever
cool.
did on Twitter for a long time.
I don't really post on Twitter either. Like,
Yeah, but
honestly,
you still kind of use it though for your job.
that's true. But so yeah, follow us there, and I guess and maybe next week. Hopefully not another month. Um,
I'm free next
until
week,
we will,
so it
I
looks
should
good.
be, yeah. So until then we will, yes, yeah. Um, yeah. That's it for us. Till next time. Yeah.
And remember, animals were hard to make this podcast. Three and a half hours.
Yeah.
It's been a while. That stuff.
It was the first half or the first few things we really dragged. Yeah.
Yeah, by the time
I
we
felt
got
like we were.
we got done my thing and then your thing, and then 2 hours had gone by. Like, oh,
Yeah.
so we should play some this weekend,
Oh, I'm down. Yeah.
like Marvel Rivals or Fortnite, because there's Fortnite OG, and they've got a new first person mode.
Oh, interesting.
It's not Battle Royale. It's Counter-Strike. But the shooting doesn't
Huh.
suck.
Okay.
And I was actually doing okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to play some Marvel Rivals though. Give that a good try for sure. So.
Yeah, I plan on streaming this weekend.
Okay.
So.
I might hop on and play with you then.
All right.
So, I haven't had dinner, so I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I will talk
Alrighty.
to you later.
See ya. And I'm going to end the show. So I will see you all next time. Like I said, maybe stream sometime this week. Don't know yet. The 3 games I want to stream right now are Fortnite, Marvel Rivals. I don't know if I want to stream that though, because I suck. And Path of Exiles too. So those stream this weekend. Alrighty. Till next time. Bye, y'all.